I feel like we should be using soft, dulcet tones this morning.
Okay.
Because I think there are some people who don't want to get out of bed yet. Get out of bed, get out. No, you don't even have to get out of bed. You can stay right where you are and just chill. It's the long weekend, baby. We've got a jam-packed morning filled with adventure. We've got creativity. And I think feel-good vibes overflowing. You could feel it. You could see the feel-good vibes floating around.
Can I catch
the studio. It's going to be awesome, man.
You can taste it.
Taste it, Rael. Well, listen, our Nature Boy is back in the building, and you're going to see a beautiful moment where he captured his own epic moments with the help of some game-changing DJI gear. It's going to be absolutely incredible.
More than incredible. It was an adventure made for me. I got to bump into some friends as well along the way.
Really?
Yeah, crazy.
I was about to say, was this when you were underwater, when you were saying, like, okay, I can't... Were you
He
there?
put me under the water.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
we found a new
Thanks,
nature
Rael.
girl along the way,
I don't
and
think
we
that's
just
called-
went on the adventure.
Bumping into your friends. I think it's called dragging your friends to the depths of the
I
ocean,
was dragged.
man.
I
This
was.
is
She
awesome.
wasn't
Can
complaining,
confirm.
trust me. Listen, also, it doesn't stop there because Anelli also gets the inside scoop from the cast of Sinners, and it's all the way from London. Yes, we've gone international with this one, and we're still going to keep that box of entertainment tick big time.
Yeah, and she looked amazing as well. Then we've got Refi on the mic. Refi sings. It's going to be sharing her inspiring musical journey. And Dash of Danny is
my
here to sprinkle
girl.
some Easter magic with some very clever, decor hacks that you'll want to steal. In fact, she is giving them to you. You don't even have to steal them. And she's amazing, yeah.
She's incredible. Plus, we're serving up a sweet Easter treat. No more pickled fish, don't worry.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
I bet you there's going to be pickled fish.
Just one more.
But listen, it's a honeycomb smash hot cross bun.
Whoa.
Never heard
Hang on a
those
minute.
words put together.
Honeycomb smash, hot cross
cross
bun.
Yeah.
That's our chant for Easter, Rune. That's our chant for Easter. I love that. So, of course, we've had some amazing conversations this week. I think people obviously have a bit more free time. So you guys have been engaging, and we love it. So we want to keep the conversation going right now and ask you this. How are you spending your Easter long weekend? It's going to be obviously a rare moment for us to kick back, relax, maybe hit the road, have another adventure, maybe hit the water, go under the waves. What are your plans, my friend? What are your plans?
I'm trying my best not to make plans. I
Okay.
want to soak up the whole
That's
being
the plan.
engaged. So the plan is to not make plans, just soak up the ambiance and see what the weekend has in store for me instead.
You can't be saying stuff like that. Now I want to talk about weddings and marriage and absolutely everything else. Same vibe here. We're going to be going away next weekend for Liz's 40th, and it's my little Anne's birthday, but the kind of birthday celebrations have started already. So we've got the family. My nana, my mother-in-law's out from the UK, so we're living our best life. We're going to have just a super chilled, awesome, yes, very Easter egg-filled
Who's making
weekend.
the Easter chow? You?
My mom's making it today.
Nice.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I am
bro.
winning on every level, so it's going to be amazing. But we want to know what you guys are getting up to, so drop us a voice note. 063-036-9649. I still don't get
getting
it.
that new number.
But write it down. I should have written it down on my hand. However you want to get in touch, even if it's on the socials, hashtag Expresso Show. Let us know you want to talk, and then let's have a chat. It's going to be an amazing 3 hours. Let's get it started with those news and sports headlines.
Thanks, Jens. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock. Now we start off with your national news headlines first, where confessions by Jacqueline Apollos and Stefano van Rijn, accused in the Jocelyn Smith case, have been ruled admissible. Both men alleged they were tortured into making the statements. However, Judge Nathan Erasmus, sitting at the Saldanha Multipurpose Centre, found the statements given on the 5th of March 2024 to Colonel Pretorius and Captain Siakoy, respectively, can be used in the main trial. Now, they, along with Jocelyn's mother, face kidnapping as well as trafficking charges. The main trial resumes on Tuesday. Now, the national news concerned Bushbuck Ridge residents have alerted authorities about lions roaming the Malamwele area. Now, Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency has captured 1 lion so far, which is now under observation. Spokesperson Simbiwe Shungube confirmed search efforts continue, with only 2 sets of tracks found despite reports of 4 lions. Drones and a Kruger Park chopper are aiding the search. Now, the agency will decide on relocation plans once the animals are safely captured and assessed. In your international news making headlines, in Paris, top U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, met Ukrainian leaders to discuss ending the Russian-Ukraine war. Now, Rubio stressed the mission was to find real, practical solutions aligned with Trump's goal to stop the bloodshed. Special Envoy Keith Kellogg described talks with Ukrainian officials as, quote, very productive. Now, the visit came amid European unease over Washington's perceived tilt towards Moscow. While supporting a ceasefire, the US team also planned nuclear talks with Iran as part of broader regional diplomacy under the Trump's administration's foreign policy strategy. Meanwhile, 12 al-Shabaab militants, including a senior leader, were killed in an airstrike targeting a strategic town in Somalia's Adanyabal district, with no civilian casualties reported, according to the Somali government. Separately, clashes near Baidoa claimed the lives of at least 35 fighters after they attacked a military base. Now, al-Shabaab recently seized down near Mogadishu, stoking fears for the capital's safety. The militants group continues its campaign against the government despite international and local counter-terrorism efforts intensifying in recent months. And closing off your first bit of news with this story, since 1894, the Rancho has wowed South Africans, and it's still going strong. This year, it's making a splash with ocean wonders, a glowing marine adventure unveiled in Hall 8 at the Johannesburg Expo Centre. Now, open until Monday, the show offers everything from mermaids, pirates, and sand sculptors to interactive exhibits and touch zones. Now, kids can bounce on a rugby field-sized castle, enjoy rides, drifting, spinning, and even helicopter flips. Shoppers can browse designer fashion, homeware, traditional gear, and organic food samples included. As the largest consumer expo in Southern Africa, the Rancho continues its mission of mixing education with entertainment, bringing joy to families and celebrating over a century of unforgettable experiences. Well, it is a long weekend, and I have a feeling if you're out in Jozi, your plans are definitely sorted. So we leave your 6 o'clock news. Let's get into those sporting headlines. Here's G-Man with the latest.
Oh, the Rancho. Carissa, finally we found something that's been around longer than I have. Let's start with a very proud tradition in football that I think Man United are certainly leaning on right now. They pulled off a thrilling 5-4 extra-time win over Lyon to progress 7-6 on aggregate. This has been a crazy phase in Europe. And they, of course, book their Europa League semi-final against Athletic Bilbao. So late goals from Fernandes, Mainu and Maguire rescuing a fading season. Meanwhile, Dominic Solanke's first-half penalty saw Tottenham past Eintracht Frankfurt, keeping their European dreams alive with a semi-final spot secured and possibly keeping Big Ange in his job. Now, staying with footballing news, Virgil van Dijk has signed a new 2-year deal with Liverpool, ending speculation over his future lost just a week after Mohamed Salah's contract extension came through. The 30-year-old, he and of course skipper of the team, his commitment comes as Arne Slot's side close in on the Premier League title, and they look set to do it. Well, Van Dijk stays, uncertainty surrounding Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is out of contract this summer amid a lot of Real Madrid interest. Now we turn to cricket, and Will Jacks starred with bat and ball as the Mumbai Indians clinched a thrilling 4-wicket win over the Sunrisers Hyderabad at the Wankhede Stadium. So tasting 163, Jacks top scoring with 36 and then claiming 2 key wickets as well, helping the hosts reach 166 for 6 in just over 18 overs. So despite a few stumbles along the way, the Mumbai Indians, they remained in control to seal a comfortable IPL victory in the end with 11 balls to spare. Now, tennis heating up again, and Carlos Alcaraz, he has moved into the Barcelona Open quarterfinals with a 6-2, 6-4 win over Lasio Djere. The world number 2 showing some glimpses of his top form ahead of the French Open title defense, a big one for him, shrugging off a second set wobble there. And after a slow start to the year, the Monte Carlo champion looks to build momentum now on home soil with his 5th straight win on clay. And next he'll face a far stiffer challenge in the form of Alex de Minaur. And he's placed 5th, I think, in the seeding for this one. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's see if our long weekend weather is going to play along.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's dive into our world of weather for the first time. And the South African Weather Service has warned of extremely high fire danger conditions over the Western Cape's Cedarburg, the Berg River, as well as the Matsikama municipalities. Now, this comes as Western Cape Minister Anton Bredal led a winter preparedness briefing highlighting new risks this season. Now, last year's extreme weather displaced over 100,000 people, and now late rains and lush vegetation may prolong the wildfire season. Now, Bradal urged a proactive approach, especially in vulnerable communities, and called for long-term national investment in disaster readiness, and that's to better withstand the mounting impact of climate change. Well, as things change and we dive into a new season, let's maybe see it firsthand. And this is our opportunity to see our sunrise view of the hour all the way from East London this morning. And look at this shot from Delish. Delish, this is delicious indeed. What an incredible shot, just showcasing the power of the sun and all its glory just strewn out on those clouds. I love how everything is just captured here, especially the color. This is a beautiful shot, Delish. You've definitely set the bar. So Mzansi, how are we going to top this one? All I can say is I'm going to bask in the ambience and take this magic in, because that's what inspiration's about. So let's try beat that one and do it again in the next hour. But Delish, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. The number's 063-036-9649. And hopefully we can top that incredible sunrise view. For now, though, it's just about the perfect time to see what temperatures you can expect today on your side of town.
Formula One. In case we didn't give it away already, yes, we're going to talk Formula One. It's been a great year, eh?
Yeah, it has.
It's been a really, really good year. Very spicy, young guns coming through the ranks.
5 races in, come
Come on, we love it. So, yes, they will unpack who to watch and why this has been just a standout year. It kind of feels like a defining or maybe a rebirth for Formula One, which is great.
Yeah, and then we're also tapping into the EPL. Obviously, much excitement as Liverpool are on their way to claiming that one. But we've got a conversation. I knew he was going to do that.
I even went into footballing law in that news story there to give it a bit of extra. We lent on centuries of footballing history to get a win, just to get one win. And we got it.
Ignore that, because it's all about the EPL, okay? And all the good deeds happening in that league, not this other league that these teams are playing in. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. Good conversations coming your way. Good comeback, though, bro.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
So we heard the news this week. Welcome back. Okay, yes, we are still live on air while everyone else chills, hopefully, and has an amazing day. But Saudi Arabia, even talking about getting their own Formula One team. They are sitting at the epicenter of the F1 world right now, and the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix wraps up F1's first triple header of 2025, landing on Jeddah's high-speed street circuit, and it's going to be massive.
It's going to be huge. Now, we've got McLaren surging, we've got Red Bull stumbling, and we've got a bit of drama brewing between teammates. And we are definitely expecting fireworks under the lights by the Red Sea. So let's bring in a panel to discuss just this. First up, we've got Lorenzo Darius, our Expresso sports content producer, and Lucia Daniels, Good Hope FM producer and F1 enthusiast, more like a family member right now, joining us in the studio to discuss all the action this weekend in Saudi Arabia. Good morning.
Good morning.
I mean, this feels like the 80s. We're talking about Formula One like it's the 80s with big names, big guns,
Yeah.
big egos, big teams. Some of the big names kind of faltering a little bit. The Formula One Saudi Arabia sent to fly here to sort me out.
Action there by a driver, eh?
That high twitch, fast twitch. Will we see a Formula One team coming out of Saudi Arabia? Do you think they're talking about it because it's there? It must surely.
I would not be surprised in the next few years if that was the case. I think that a lot of the last few years have been trying to get the Gulf countries involved in Formula One. They've had Saudi drivers from the women's side. It's now time to get the men involved as well. And having a team, they have the money, guys. Let's be honest. They've got the money.
Yeah, that's not the barrier to entry.
Not at all. I
the
think
cultural element.
they could probably pay their way into it if they wanted to as well. As long as they've got a good engine and good drivers, they are 100% on their way.
Dominating, I think, in the last few runs up to all the races we've been seeing. Both youngsters doing the absolute most. What's your take on them? Are they the team to beat this year? Are they really the bar? Because it's starting to feel like it.
I think if we could say the answer at
Yes.
the same time would be
Yes.
100% yes.
We can give you a countdown, everyone. 3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Okay.
I think if you look at where they are, honestly, they are the strongest team in terms of teammates, in terms of their car, their balance, the way everything is coming together. It's the perfect marriage, really. So I think this track as well really does work in their favor. It's a high-speed track. It is the second.
A lot of we's and a lot of theys. And
all of
how
that.
about a he? Can we throw that into the mix there? Because I wanted to ask, would Lando consider himself to be on an even footing? Or would he consider himself the principal driver of that team?
Look, the thing is, I know Delicia's looking at me and she's waiting for my answer. And I must say that on paper, they're looking at there's no favoritism.
Because they've got that as a rule, yeah?
Yeah, they've got no favoritism. And I love what she's saying about the team dynamic. We need to look at not just the team that's out there racing, but
Not a team sport.
there we go.
Thank you.
We know that.
Thank you.
And I
been
mean
saying
that,
that.
all due respect to the
Yes.
amazing teams that are form the constructing element of that. But when it comes to the sport playing out, it's the most single-man sport, single-woman sport there is.
I must say that, you know, when Max Verstappen was dominating the sports over the last 2 years, people were like, oh, he's not a team player. I'm like, at the end of the day, yes, he forms under the auspice of a team, which is Red Bull, but individually, he wants to win the championship.
Do you
So he
share a
needs to be
world
arrogant.
championship with your co-driver? No.
No, you
not at all.
don't. Come on.
Maybe touch it.
You know? Awards?
Never.
If you're getting an award, it's for you. Yes, the team helped you get there, but that award is yours.
Yeah.
You've worked hard. You've needed to push that, and that is the sport.
Do you think that's going to become an issue at some point?
Yes, absolutely. I said that so confidently.
Yeah, I
because
know.
I already know how it's going to play out. We really did see it with Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg in 2016. That was a terrible way for a friendship to end, you know, but it was a great way for us, I think, as fans to watch it unfold.
Yeah.
It was terrible in the sense of, like, I think they did try that situation at Mercedes where it was like, we don't want anything to be, you know, competitive, but also, guys, keep it safe. And then it's like, no, but we also drivers.
I
We're
also
two
want
separate
two
people.
separate people, yeah.
So I
And
think
my closest competition.
100%.
Yes.
At first and foremost, you're trying to beat your teammate because whoever is scoring the least is going to be out first.
Yeah.
So this is the same thing that's happening at McLaren. Yes, they're only 3 points apart from one another, Oscar and Lando. It's very easy for us to sit here and say Lando's going to be world champion, but at the same time, I do think Oscar has far more maturity than Lando.
Weekend.
Yeah.
That is what I want to know. And I'm sorry, I know I'm like distilling this down like a lot, but it's, I get a sense the egos are going to take over at some point.
It will, it
Absolutely.
will. And all you need to do is do the basics. right? If he is busy lurking at the back and he's just keeping that points and he's just chipping away and getting a podium all the time behind everyone.
12-11 on aggregate last night. I don't know how.
That's where we
A win
won.
is a win.
Exactly,
Win is a
man.
win.
So he is feeling
Minimal
quite
sleep.
glass half full this morning. So just take it with a pinch of positive shots. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing season, and we only have 5 races in.
Yes,
Yes,
only
it's
5.
heating
on.
up already. Come on, guys. It's the season.
We love it. And we know someone else who loves sports as well.
Yay, sports.
Yay, sports! I love it. Listen, you can become a multimillionaire by playing Powerball and Powerball Plus, and that is for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots. It all goes down this Friday, so don't forget left behind. Play Powerball for an estimated 15 million. And then you get Powerball Plus for an estimated 17 million rand, and that all happens today. How you can get your hands on some tickets while you buy them in store, or you head to the website nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, there's cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529#, and that of course is for USSD. Now if I went through that really quickly, don't worry, we've got all the details on our Expresso social media pages, so please go and check them out, because I want you to get yourself in the running to Panda Push Up Play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots today, and you could just win big. Now, speaking about winning big, we still have to get into another edition, a couple of those at that, for our Bacomo Powerball competition. So make sure that your phone is on loud and very near you, because this long weekend could get even better. And not only that, speaking about sports, baby, we get into the good work the EPL is doing, and I can't wait to find out exactly what goes on behind the scenes. We'll get into that very soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to start your Good Friday if you are celebrating that with us. So thank you so much for entering into our space. So we thought we'd just take the edge off a little bit, and we normally throw a lot of shade at our footballers, especially from other teams. So we're going to shift our Football Friday focus to shine a spotlight on all the good deeds happening in the EPL, all thanks to sponsors just like ABSA, the proud official banking partner of the English Premier League. So let's start with a Spurs player, shall we?
Oh,
Because This is the only story I could find about Spurs that was worth reporting on this year. Now, they did obviously make it through last night. Big Ange, we love you. Well done. But I'm gonna,
Well done.
thanks. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That was a passive-aggressive clap there.
There's only one person clapping.
Normally it's a slow clap at the beginning of the game to try and get the team going. So we're going to focus on a brilliant midfielder with great scoring potential, James Maddison, Tottenham Hotspur midfielder. He is dedicating his annual Celebrity Golf Day to raise funds for the incredible Noah's Ark Children's Hospice, the club's official charity partner. And they create moments that these kids just will never forget. The event supports children with obviously life-limiting conditions and their families. And we often forget about the damage, the knock-on effect to those families who have to be by that bedside every day, every night. Well, Maddison recently visited the hospice himself, showing his ongoing commitment ahead of a very special North London derby. We're not allowed to talk about the derby, okay, but maybe this will inspire them, okay?
Yes, maybe.
But this has got to be what it's all about. You're sitting here on an influencer who can literally change the way most of us, because football reaches everybody. Even Carissa
billions.
now.
Yeah, Carissa's going to be playing soon, you know, for Banyana, you know.
That's the manifestation station, dude. Just be careful what you manifest.
You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it.
Listen, I must say, I'm really proud for the fact that if you really understand the impact that these players have, not like globally, but in their communities, in the sort of areas that they're playing in. Bro, for one kid to see that, it literally has a lifelong impact. So I know that they know that this is the effect they have, but to see it happen and to see that effect and to see the emotion of these kids, you can clearly see how important it is. And I love seeing these moments, man. It truly is special.
And you created, we see it in the South African context, a beautiful golf day where you can get people, and I would imagine how terrifying must that be to be invited to Madison's golf day. Okay, not the best weather conditions.
No, that's
but,
the best for them.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a balmy day.
I'm in London.
But there's Cole Palmer. There's one of the crazy things on these days. Suddenly, all allegiances, all north-south London derby lines dissolve. Guys are just players, and they come out. But what blows me away, I don't know if it's because of the free time they have. They're all brilliant at golf.
No, they are definitely. They make time. Remember, they get a day off. But I must say, you know, the moment that these kids get with these guys, be it just a 10-second photo, a hello, a hi, how are you feeling, you know? We're here for you. It's a lifetime for those kids. And that is the impact at the end of the day. Yes, they've got the money to help with getting the equipment for the hospice, for, you know, for the various hospitals and all of those things. But the moment is when they actually spend time with these kids and, like, just give them hope. And that's what football is all about. It's a beautiful game that gives hope at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I would imagine Spurs are quite generous on that side as well.
No trophies, just hope.
Yeah, exactly. That's our currency, buddy. That's our currency. I've got it tattooed on the inside of my arm. There is one young man who has taken so much flack. We talk about shade in the Premier League. Marcus Rashford has had the raw end of the stick for a long time. And I want to fill you in and make you feel guilty here, okay? He's been a partner of Fair Share and a very vocal partner, even during his tough times. They're a UK-based charity that combat food poverty and waste. It's everywhere in the world. Initially aiming to raise $100,000 to provide 400,000 meals. Well, his campaign, it got on fire, quickly surpassed expectations, raising approximately, get this, 20 million pounds.
That's
so
crazy.
You can imagine what this funding has done, enabling Fair Share to distribute over 2 million meals weekly to vulnerable children and families across the UK.
Bro, that's a huge number, bro. They
massive.
talk about impact here, and never mind just fame, but to have fame have a call to action, and people go above and beyond. Oh, that's what these players have. They have the
influence
to move people.
But I want to frame it like this. So you're dealing with a percentage of that entire population is now attached to this moment. 2 million people weekly are being affected by this. You are shifting culture. You've got young kids seeing one of the most important celebrities doing that for them. They now understand how important they are. I think people miss that karmic exchange that happens in these moments, man.
And I must say that I did not like the way the UK media portrayed him. With him.
Yes, I can say that.
He came out and he was like, what you guys are doing is wrong in means of the organization's not feeding the people that are struggling out there. And the UK media just went after him as if he was some kind of spoiled brat.
But that's
And
their
I'm not-
mode, Bru.
yes,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's
their
how they were
mode,
able to
yeah.
sell, their newspapers and things like that. But if you look at the bigger picture, 2 million meals a week. If we had someone here in South Africa doing that, like, come on.
Hey,
it
listen,
would be
we've got
crazy.
people doing that in South Africa without 20
Yes,
million
without
pounds,
20
and that's
million.
the crazy thing.
And,
yeah.
and him just going out there, I'm like, come on, give the guy his kudos. Tap him
Why
on his
would you
back.
slate
Like,
that? Yeah.
like, come on, why are you
And
going
Harry is
after
sitting
him?
in another country right now. That's just mind-blowing to me. So let's now focus on the Premier League at large. And I think they must be inspired by what their players are doing. Their charitable fund, known as the PLCF, one of the world's largest sports charities, in fact, established back in 2010, might have had something to do with our neck of the woods, to harness the power of football for social good across England and Wales. Now, it partners with professional football clubs to deliver community-focused programs that promote health, education, personal development, and social inclusion. And I'm going to let you round off, Raul, because I think you get more fulfillment going and working with kids who have barely touched the water
Yeah.
and the sand than you do. And I know you love the pinnacle of
Yeah.
the sport and where you get to play around. But for you, is that not where the magic happens?
Well, I know
man?
this might be the weirdest sort of analogy, but imagine just seeing a pile of wood just lying there. And
Yeah.
Not anything other than a pile of wood. But in that moment of interaction, in that moment of sharing a skill set, you see that wood set alight
Yeah.
in such an extraordinary way. It's such a beautiful fire that you can see spark within that person, that child, that's never going to get put out anytime soon. And I think that sort of analogy is literally what's happening
love
here.
that,
These
yeah.
moments are interactions of sparks,
It's a gateway,
catalyst,
yeah.
a catalyst to the actual magic. And you talk about hope.
Yes.
Well, this goes beyond hope. This is belief. I don't hope when I see someone I
You
can
can
resonate
see it
with.
now, yeah.
I'm seeing it. I believe it. It's now a pathway. It's no longer a dream. That's what's
There we
happening.
go.
Some people are
Whoa, I
waking
can't
up
even-
now listening to that,
Yeah, wake
thinking
up, guys.
that a certain festival has already started and our shaman is here. Okay, he is ready to take us on that journey. The bottom line is sport has the most powerful elements of transformation, of empowerment, and I think baseline, love. We love our footy players. We love the beautiful game. They love us right back. It is the perfect harmony.
Yay, sports.
Yay, yay.
Such a riveting and beautiful conversation. And right now, we're definitely going to champion something so exciting throughout the show, in fact, because as you know, because it's a brand new day, the Bacomo Powerball is definitely ready to serve up some winning moments throughout the next 3 hours. We've got our board ready, and what we need for you is definitely to get into some goodness by making sure that you get in touch with us and let us know if you would like to win. We've got a couple of winners listed throughout the show today, and do remember that they are exciting prizes that are coming your way. We've got Uber Eats vouchers, we've got Bacomo styled recipes for you for the rest of the year, and definitely your cereal's going to be so good from now until December. So make sure that you have your phone ready, because in just a bit we're going to call our winner.
Only you can make my day.
For over 78 years, Vital has been a trusted South African health and wellness brand. Vital is committed to producing the finest vitamins, minerals, and supplements to support a healthier, more vibrant life. Now, you could be one of 4 winners of a Vital hamper plus 2,500 Rand cash. Complete the steps on the competition post pinned to the top of Vital's Facebook page to enter. T's and C's apply.
Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I think by now you know that we are as proud of our country as any South African because we get the opportunity to go and experience, to feel the energy in our cities on another level.
I love that.
And ABSA has allowed us to do that with the coolest event.
Last year, we both got to experience this, not from a running perspective, but we got to cheer them on. And this year, once again, ABSA Run Your City is taking over. Now, we start off in Gqeberha with a 10K brought to the city, it brought the city to life, rather, from elite athletes to everyday heroes. So that's kind of me. Runners were treated to an epic route packed with iconic landmarks and also local entertainers.
The vibe is electric. They do the most amazing city cleanup beforehand. It's beautiful. And when you're out there, when you're running that marathon, it's more than just crossing the finish line. There is a celebration of fitness. Everyone has their story. There is community around you and just pure city pride. And who better to catch all the action than our own Ayanda G. Tabete, who hit the streets at the very first ABSA Run Your City Gqeberha for 2025. Check it out.
We're supporting my son who's doing his first 10K and his first ABSA, so holding thumbs that he'll do very well today.
Supporting my son at his second ABSA Run Your City 10K, so looking forward to much more.
The ABSA Run Your City is a beautiful event that really caters to all parts of the community. Whether you're a child, whether you're a mom, a dad, a gran, whether you're a runner, a jogger, or even just a walker. It's a really, really beautiful race that everybody can get involved in, and it really talks about the impact that it can have on the Gqeberha community. Really beautiful race. It's amazing. The energy is great out here, as you can see this morning. Beautiful weather as well. So we're really, really excited about it, but very great community impact within the Gqeberha city.
From the start, we went out to try and get the pace, but we were off pace very quickly in the first K, and we crossed about 2:48. And I knew if I'm that's even before the hill, that's the final time showed, and so I'm very proud of the effort I put in. I just want to live in the moment, spend the day with my family, and just get some good seafood and walk the streets without any worry about a race.
It feels amazing to have finished the run. It was such a good vibe. ABSA cheering you on every single step of the way. Cheerleaders, smoke shows, dances. It was such a show. It really didn't feel like you were alone in the run. Felt like you were running with the whole of GQ. This was my first ABSA Run Your City, but I will definitely be at the Cape Town one. So looking forward to that and hopefully beating my time.
So how does it feel to have completed the race?
I'm happy. It was a bit tough. It was my first time in Gqeberha doing the ABSA Run Your City, so I'm happy. And it's a proud moment for me because my mom is from PE, so it's very nice to rep her city.
And for somebody sitting at home who's looking at how much fun this is, what piece of advice do you have for them to get ready for this event?
Just come, have fun, join. As you can see, there's people from all over the country here, and we're all having fun. We're all enjoying it. So, yeah, please, by all means, join.
I would say start small, practice with friends, take it easy, enjoy the vibes, and just show up each day. It's not easy, but the endorphins, how you feel after finishing the run is amazing. So you can do anything you put your mind to.
Just speaking to the brand ethoses of Your Story Matters, how exactly does this race play into that?
Your Story Matters really is about people's stories. It's about every single community member who's here today, the stories that they give, the stories and the communities that they come from. And Run Your City is really around that, is centered around people's stories and where they come from and the impact in the community that every single story makes. And that's right up ABSA's alley.
This has been absolutely amazing. Make sure that you enter the ABSA Run Your City Cape Town this May so that you get to experience this yourself.
Oh, come rain or shine, we love our city. What I loved about the last Cape Town one, and that's our next one, in fact, on the 11th of May, we'll be hitting the streets in Cape Town. But I met someone who was running for a past family member, someone running for a family member who had survived cancer, someone who was running to mark 10 years of sobriety. There were so many amazing stories within that, and they were all willing to share. I also saw the elites run it in under 25 minutes or close to. It is insane. So you've got the best in the world world with the best of the rest of us, just embracing our community, our tribe. It is amazing. So make sure you get yourself out there and experience your city. That's the 11th of May in Cape Town this year. Go and run your city.
All right, we've spent some time hyping it up, and right now it is the moment you've been waiting for. It is a brand new day, and that only means that the Bacomo Powerball is ready to serve up more winning moments. Now, our board is locked and loaded with prizes, so let's see what our first player unlocks. Good morning, Natasha Bine.
Good morning.
How are you feeling on this Friday?
Excited.
That's good. It's a good Friday indeed, and I know that you're going to walk away such a champion today. So let me remind you how this works. On our Powerball board, we have 6 bowls, and each of them is marked with the letter spelling Bacomo, of course, so that's B-O-K-O-M-O. And Natasha, you will need to choose one of the bowls, which will reveal a very exciting prize. So do you think you have your letter?
I do.
Okay, amazing. So before we get into that, I've got to ask you the ultimate question, Natasha. What did you have for breakfast this morning on this Good Friday?
Bacomo wheat bix.
Yes, you did. You and everybody on the floor as well. In fact, I had a conversation with our cameraman who eats his wheat bix with cold milk. How do you enjoy your wheat bix?
With warm milk.
Thank you. That is the right way to do it. Pete, I hope you're listening. All right, so we got to get into flipping your bowl. Let's bring in our bowl spinner as you choose your letter. Which letter are we going for?
Letter M.
The letter M. Let's bring in Delusha to flip the letter M. Thank you, Delush. Oh, Natasha, the anticipation is building. And what you won, oh my goodness, 1 year supply of Bacomo cereal. Oh my gosh, you can eat wheat bix every day for the rest of your life. Natasha, how are you feeling?
Excited. Now I don't need to buy Bacomo.
You don't, at least for the next 365 days. You are so sorted. Tell all your family that breakfast is definitely at your house. I'm so excited for you to get into it and eat all the wheat bix you possibly can, Natasha. Listen, have a beautiful long weekend, okay?
You too. Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness. I definitely know that we kickstarted her weekend like no other. And we do have more chances coming up to grab something great from our competition this morning. So keep those phones on hand, and we'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the Good Friday edition. So with that, let me say happy Easter, or the start of it, and I hope you're having a beautiful day off. And that means we're going to bring in something beautiful. It's Easter time, obviously. It's filled with so much joy. Everything from family feasts, we've got egg hunts, and even the little traditions that make the season truly magical. And we all have those extra special memories we grew up cherishing, and today it's all about celebrating them. And I want to hear all about your favorite Easter traditions. So I think it's time for us to share the love and do exactly that. While we're sharing the love, my question, obviously, memorable Easter memory for you to have. I'm going to ask these questions in a bit, but for now, though, let's celebrate someone special that's arrived to do something even more special. Yasin Barnes in the building! We paid them lots of money for those claps. Honey, bro?
This is how I want to wake up every day. Just have masses of people clap for me and not be awake.
You should stick around here on the show, bro. This is what we do. How you doing?
I'm good. You also said we're going to bring something beautiful, and I thought you were going to say me, and then you said Easter eggs. And I was
We can, but your shirt is beautiful. I mean,
Thank
your,
you very much.
your charisma, everything is just
I'm
beautiful.
dressed like an Easter egg, actually. Like, there are Easter eggs that's in your garden
I
right now with
appreciate
those
this, bro.
colours.
Listen, Yasin, we've got you in the kitchen, though, and I don't know about you in the kitchen. Is this something that you are familiar with, even?
Not at all.
Okay.
That's why when they asked me, oh, Yasin, what's your favorite food that you're going to bring? I was like, let's bring the most South African food. It's a frikadel.
Frikadels, baby. Absolutely. Listen, that is what today is about. It's a South African classic. It's got a bit of a twist, but we got frikadels that are going to be done in a special way. And I told you about something beautiful, and that's Mrs. Bull's chutney. We've got the glaze coming through, which I think everybody's going to love at home. And it's something you can prepare with any type of food, not just the frikadel. I think it's something that's going to serve for any meat or anything good. So what are you waiting for? It's something that you can make that's a lot of fun. We can make some sliders with this one. And here to cook it all up is our one-line specialist, like I said, Yasin Barnes in the burnt building. So, bro,
in the burnt building. Yasin Barnes in the burnt building. That is not testament to my cooking. My cooking ability is not that bad. I have Uber Eats on call right now. There will be food.
Okay, let's get this promise together, bro. I'm going to put the pan on. Maybe you can start with the glaze, because that's really the hero here. And I'm going to get the pans on. So you want to talk us through, you know what's going on here?
No, but I feel like, firstly, frikadel is the most South African thing.
It is, bro.
Because
it
it's a bit of everybody, bit of everything coming. It's like a curry, but a meatball version.
Like a meat curry.
Just everything
no
together.
carb curry.
Yes. So
I
you
like
go.
that.
I feel like this is your family. This is my family. The egg. Whose family is that? Is that Graham?
It could be, yeah.
I think Graham is the egg of a man.
He's got a hard exterior. He's definitely there.
And then everybody just come together. We have a good time. That's what the frikadel. It's a freak and it's dull. From the top and the bottom. Now, I'm supposed to do the glaze today.
Yes, please. Can you handle that for us?
What is this? Vinegar.
Must be vinegar. Let's figure this out together.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, so we got vinegar going in there.
Is vinegar Asyn?
I don't know. I think
in Afrikaans.
I think it is Asyn, yeah.
there.
I think you are right.
Asyn.
Save Afrikaans, nee? Sure.
Because you said I must say v in Afrikaans. It's v. That's all I know.
Yasin, why are you putting it in there, not the pan?
We're mixing it in.
Oh, you want to mix it in the... Is it like a pre-mix?
Yes, it's a pre-mix.
Like the pre-party.
This is actually the Uber.
Oh, okay,
we have the
so
Uber.
we're just on the ride there.
Yeah, because we can't just all go to the club. We must first get in.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to mix in here, and then we're going to mix in.
So the pre-mix, we've got vinegar in the pre-mix. Transition.
I also just like to make dishes, because I'm not cleaning today. That's what's fine.
Fair enough.
What is this?
Figured that one out yet?
Yeah, this is all just the ingredients they gave me. Because I also feel like when you make a glaze, it's like a marinade. You just, whatever's in the cupboard must go through.
You're choosing your favorites or whatever you have available in the pantry. I think you actually might be onto something, bro, because you can't really get a glaze wrong if you're using Mrs. Bull's, right? And I think that's what you're alluding to right now. Because this is really something that we've been figuring out about everything in this meal. We've got Mrs. Bull's chutney here. It's a beloved South African staple for over 100 years, and it's bringing families together over meals. Now, a reminder, no artificial colorants or preservatives, just real ingredients and authentic flavor. And that's what it's about. Now, while Yasin's putting that glaze together, let me do the main thing, the frikadel. And I know moms out there are going to have all their different types of recipes. Yasin, your mom probably had a special recipe as well, right?
But I feel like every mother has her own unique version.
Yeah.
And it also counts if she's happy.
This is true.
Because I promise you, the frikadel can be more Mrs. Bulls than other Mrs. Bulls. If your mom is upset, the frikadel's going to be dry.
I definitely agree with you, man. So listen, we're getting a couple ingredients here. We've got turmeric, curry powder, parsley, a bit of coriander. I'm now chucking an egg into this as well. And then what everything else is here is looking strange, but it's not that much. This over here, not mashed potato. This is actually some ground onion. So we're getting a bit of liquid coming in from both the egg and our onion. So shredded, grated, grounded. However you can mush it up, get it involved in this recipe. It's going to add some moisture with the egg and allow it to bind. And then I'm going to go in with some salt and pepper. Now, the tricky part about
what
this...
you're doing here.
Say again?
You're so professional
I
at this.
pretend like I know everything here. I've got incredible people that really feed us all information. I'm not going to lie. You've met Tiff before, and she's always coming through last minute to serve us and show us how to put this together. But even with it, when it comes to tips, so
But
I
you're
was the
making
kid.
it wrong. You're making it wrong there.
Am I? What
You
am
must use your hands.
I know. I thought.
Frikadelle
I know.
Frikadelle must be made with your hands, with the anger of from your mother, with the disappointment of her children. That's how she uses full knuckle in there also.
Bro, I was going to ask you exactly that because I was someone when I was younger that would watch my mom cook and never appreciate all the effort that went into actually making this. Were you the same?
Yes, I watched, and then I also knew not to get involved in it. So I was just doing commentary on the side, like I'm doing today, because as soon as I got involved in the kitchen, my mom was like, no, leave. She knew my place, and it was not there over there.
All right, I love that, man. So the last thing I forgot to put in here was some breadcrumbs. I'm going to keep some at the end just to chuck in a little bit later. But this is essentially
You can
our
also
mixture.
put in old bread.
Bro, so that was literally the thing. Do you remember
Old
that?
bread was a vibe.
I would look forward to the fact that the bread got stale because that means we're going to get homemade burgers
yeah.
or frikadelles. But we're using breadcrumbs for this one. You can use the flour again to prevent this from sticking all up in your hands. But again, like Yasin says, get involved with this one. This is exactly where all the authentic love comes in, right?
Yeah, all that debit order pressure coming through. All the traffic in the morning. Take it all out on there.
So this is how simple it is. Literally, I think these are even too big, bro. You can make your frikadelles a little bit smaller. Make it the size that you want, but
Also,
make it...
Everybody came with like these, like they asked me for like, what's the fanciest bougie version of a frikadelle you could come with? And I was like, no, frikadelle must be for the mense.
Authentic.
Yes, because
Yeah.
a frikadelle on a burger, it must just be like this. Add the plachang, safe. It's like a grenade for your mommy.
Bro, if you had to like have a food, because I mean this is like a staple, right? And there's a lot of staples in our culture. If there's one food, one meal that you'd have to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be, bro?
That's a big question.
Yeah, I know.
Yo, I think I'm gonna go with peanut butter and jam.
Whoa, what?
I know it's
I didn't see
controversial.
that coming.
It's very basic.
Yeah?
But it can be eaten for breakfast, can be eaten for lunch, and then supper, you maybe have strawberry jam. Whoa.
Wow.
Then you fancy. Yo, you can eat
Okay.
it any time of the day. Also, you dip it in the coffee, good to go.
And that's also smart because if you set the bar that low, whatever friend you go to, you're always going to get excited by the meal.
That's how I live my life. Guys, you will have so much fun if you just lower your standards. Lower your standards in everything. You can just be a little more dumb, and then it's fun. Just by all means.
Except lowering your standard when it comes to making this meal, all right? That's the only thing that we're raising the bar on. And I can't thank Yasin enough for doing this, man.
As a
Listen,
Muslim, it's the only place I raise the bar. It's the only bar I'm at is my food bar.
So listen, Mrs. Ball's chutney, obviously the hero ingredient right here, naturally gluten-free, suitable for most dietary needs. And I think this chutney is perfect for adding flavor to sandwiches, wraps, and burgers, especially as a glaze or topping. So all you got to do once we prepared the frikadelles, right, is pop them into the pan. Now, Yasin's obviously got the pan set up for us over there. Washing our hands as well. Thank you so much, because I think he's going to grab some of our frikadelles that we prepared. Pop them in the pan, get the glaze going afterwards. You can use it to cook with it as well as a sort of like a little glaze to add after the fact. And again, you want to make these very similar to a burger. You can keep them in their round formats. You can squash them down, have fun with it, obviously. This is your frikadelle. Everybody has their favorite recipe. But if you want this one, head over to expressoshow.com. Frikadelle sliders that are the ultimate crowd pleaser. And I think I've got a question for you. Do you have a go-to holiday dish that reminds you of home? Well, if you've got an answer to that, well, then share your flavor-filled moments, and maybe you could win your share of 40,000 Rand in the Bring Flavor to Your Table with Mrs. Ball's competition. And listen, before we even talk about anything about this competition, bro, do you want to grab some of these that we prepared earlier? You hungry?
Take some of those.
Man, I knew it. We prepared this in advance.
This is travel food. You can make it the night before, then you leave for the beach at 6 o'clock because you must get a liquor spot.
Tell me about your peanut butter and jelly sandwich after this.
No.
Come on. Is it a yes?
Yo.
It's a yo. It's a big yo.
This is words that cannot be said on TV, liquor. You guys insert whatever word that must be there. It's very, very
I'll find
liquor.
about that word in just a bit while you can find out how to get involved in this one. Mzansi, oh, it's a banger. Enjoy. I'm a tuck in. Yum.
Bring flavor to the table with Mrs. Ball's this holiday season. Show us how you use Mrs. Ball's chutney in your holiday meals, and you could win a share of 40,000 Rand. It's easy. Just comment on the competition post with your dish on Facebook and X. On Instagram, share your creation to your feed and tag us both. Don't forget to use the hashtags Mrs. Balls and bring your flavor to the table. So grab your favorite Mrs. Balls chutney, get creative in the kitchen, and let's bring the flavor to the table.
Well, let's get into your next bit of news for this morning. We've had 1 hour completely amazing on this Friday to get you kick-started, and we've got 2 more where that comes from. So let's get into your little bit of news for 7 o'clock, and we start off nationally, of course, where traffic is peaking countrywide, as you can expect, and at Beitbridge border post at Easter, as Easter travellers hit the long road. Now, checkpoints are in place to ensure vehicle safety, but a new outer report reveals corruption around roadworthiness certificates. It does allege that certificates are used in Limpopo as well as the Northwest for vehicles that fail tests in Gauteng, sometimes within 30 minutes. The report was sent to Transport Minister Barbara Creasy and National Anti-Corruption authorities. Now, Creasy has tasked the Special Investigating Unit with probing the allegations. In other national news, confessions by Jaquina Pollis and Stefano van Rijn, accused in the Jocelyn Smith case, have been ruled admissible. Now, both men allege they were tortured into making the statements. However, Judge Nathan Erasmus, sitting at the Saldanha Multipurpose Centre, found the statements given on the 5th of March 2024 to Colonel Pretorius and Captain Siakoi, respectively, can be used in the main trial. Now, they, along with Jocelyn's mother, face kidnapping and trafficking charges. The main trial resumes this Tuesday. In your international news making headlines, the U.S. Embassy has warned Americans in Zambia about a new cybersecurity law allowing broad surveillance of digital communication, including emails, calls, and texts. Though Zambia's government insists the law targets cybercrime and requires court warrants, critics fear it could be used to express dissent ahead of next year's elections. Now, the law signed quietly by President Hichilema on the 8th of April mandates ICT firms to intercept all electronic communications and permits seizures and extraditions. Many Zambians first learnt about it when the U.S. posted its concerns on Facebook, sparking widespread debate. Meanwhile, in Paris, top U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, met Ukrainian leaders to discuss ending the Russian-Ukraine war. Now, Rubio stressed the mission was to find real, practical solutions aligned with Trump's goal to stop the bloodshed. Special Envoy Keith Kellogg described talks with Ukrainian officials as, quote, very productive. Now, the visit came amid European unease over Washington's perceived tilt toward Moscow. While supporting a ceasefire, the U.S. team also planned nuclear talks with Iran as part of broader regional diplomacy under the Trump administration's foreign policy strategy. And closing off your 7 o'clock news, we head back to 1894, and that is when the Rand Show first began, and since then has wowed South Africans, and to this day is still going so strong. Now this year, it's making a splash with Ocean Wonders, a glowing marine adventure unveiled in Hall 8, and that is out at the Johannesburg Expo Centre. It does open until Monday, and the show offers everything from mermaids to pirates and sand sculptors to interactive exhibits and touch zones. Now, kids can also bounce on a rugby field-sized castle, enjoy rides, drifting, spinning, as well as helicopter flips. Shoppers can also browse designer fashion, homeware, traditional gear, and organic food samples are definitely included. As the largest consumer expo in Southern Africa, the Rand Show continues its mission of mixing education with entertainment, bringing joy to families and celebrating over a century of unforgettable experiences. Please add that to your list this long weekend to make sure that in the City of Gold, you make sure you have a beautiful long weekend. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's head into some sporting headlines. Here's Graham with the latest.
Okay, I'm starting this one purely for Lorenzo Darius, our sports producer. Let's start with some European football. Man United pulled it off. A thrilling 5-4 extra-time win over Lyon to progress 7-6 on aggregates and book a Europa League semi-final up against Athletic Bilbao. So late goals from Fernandes, from Manu and Maguire, rescuing a fading season undoubtedly. Meanwhile, Dominic Solanke's first-half penalty saw Tottenham past Eintracht Frankfurt, keeping their European dream dreams alive with a semi-final spot now secured. Some miracles happening last night. Now let's step off the field, but stay with footy news. Virgil van Dijk has signed a new 2-year deal with Liverpool, ending much speculation over his future just a week after Mohamed Salah's contract extension. So the 33-year-old skipper's commitment comes as Arne Slot's side, of course, close in on a Premier League title. While Van Dijk stays, uncertainty still surrounding Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is now out of contract this summer amid a lot of Real Madrid interest and talk. Now let's turn to the IPL, and Will Jacks starred with bat and ball as the Mumbai Indians clinched a thrilling 4-wicket win over the Sunrisers Hyderabad at the Wankhede Stadium. So chasing 163, Jacks top scoring with 36 and claiming 2 key wickets as well, helping the hosts reach 166 for 6 in just over 18 overs. And despite a few stumbles, Mumbai remaining in control to seal a comfortable IPL victory with 11 balls to spare. Now we turn to tennis, and form returning to the big guns. Carlos Alcaraz has moved into the Barcelona Open quarterfinals with a 6-2, 6-4 win over Lascio Djere. The world number 2 showing glimpses of his top form ahead of the French Open title defence. The big one for him, shrugging off his second set wobble. And after a slow start to the year, the Monte Carlo champion now looks to build momentum on home soil with his 5th straight win on clay. And he will next face a much stiffer challenge in the form of 5th seed Alex de Minaur. And being a Good Friday, that's the last official business. It's just fun from here on out. But before we close that book entirely, let's get a traffic and a weather update, then the fun can continue.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, times like this, I'm praying that many of you heading out on the holidays are not getting stuck in too many situations. But we do have one or two. So starting in Gauteng, there's a stationary vehicle on the R21, and it's northbound after the ramp to the N1. So the left lane is closed, and if you are approaching the area, do drive carefully and stay aware. And we're going to move to KZN, and there's been a crash on the N3 southbound before Chatterton, and that's the on-ramp. So again, from these visuals, you can see that the left lane is open, but do expect heavy delays and plan your travels accordingly. And especially anybody heading out on the roads, let's make it a safe one. Let's make sure we can get to our destination. So buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky now, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather. Reporting once again from the World of Weather, and the South African Weather Service has warned of extremely high fire danger over the Western Cape, Cederberg, the Berg River, as well as the Matsikama municipalities. Now, this comes as Western Cape Minister Anton Bredal led a winter preparedness briefing highlighting new risks this season. Now, last year's extreme weather displaced over 100,000 people. And now, late rains and lush vegetation may prolong the wildfire season. Now, Bredal urged a proactive approach, especially in vulnerable communities, and called for long-term national investment in disaster readiness, and that's to better withstand the mounting impact of climate change. Well, once again, we get to dive into our sunrise view of the hour. We definitely set the bar this morning, and we do it again. All the way from Lambert's Bay, Clive is capturing a perfect moment just as you see the sun ping in the horizon. It looks like it's coming through over some mountains over there, but what a promise of a beautiful day. He's even captured some what looks like birds in the sky. Wow. What a moment, Clive. Lambert's Bay is going to be beautiful. 37 degrees Celsius, so definitely slap a hat on and make the most of the good weather coming your way. And what a beautiful symbol of rising up for the occasion. So let's do it once again in the next hour. That's our sunrise view. The number's 063-036-9649. And once again, let's see what temperatures you can expect for your Good Friday.
I'm still absolutely stunned by this beautiful image. Lambert's Bay has never looked this good. In fact, I've never been. So I definitely think that this is a postcard worthy of saying, Carissa, you need to find yourself right there. Thank you so much, Kai, for sending that through. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff that you've done for us. And remember, you can continue sharing your morning view with us. It is a Good Friday, so we would love to see it. But right now, I do want to shine a spotlight on you potentially becoming our next multi-millionaire by playing Powerball and Powerball Plus, and that is for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots. And it all goes down this Good Friday, so don't get left behind. Play Powerball for an estimated 15 million, and then you have Powerball Plus for an estimated 17 million rand today. Get your tickets now in store. You can head to nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, cell phone banking, or you could simply dial *120 *7529 hash, and that, of course, is for USSD. Now, all those deets are on our Expresso social pages. Go find us at Expresso Show, and then Panda Pusha play Powerball and Powerball Plus for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots, and it all goes down today, so you could just win big. I know you're already feeling like a winner because you're hanging out here on your favorite feel-good breakfast show. Right now, though, we still have 2 more jam-packed hours coming your way. Gents, what do we look forward to?
I mean, I suddenly got so excited that we've still got 2 hours to spend with you this morning because it has been the most amazing week. I know it's a Good Friday and we're chilled, but it doesn't mean we stop caring about your health. And we're going to continue our journey through understanding some complex skin conditions. Can you say this one? Ricacea.
Ricacea?
Ricacea. It is a stumbling block even to say the name, and a lot of people battling some serious myths in this space. Don't worry, we've got your plug-in.
Yeah, I can't wait to get educated on that one. And also, what's Easter without some Easter eggs? And also, some hot cross buns. And not just your normal hot cross buns, but we're doing honeycomb smashed hot cross buns. Yes, you heard correctly. And yes, they are incredible. So don't go anywhere. The incredible...
Like smash.
Stop. Yeah.
Smash it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Today we're talking about a skin condition that affects many people, but it's often misunderstood, and that is rosacea. So if you've ever struggled with persistent redness or even sensitivity or reactive skin, this conversation is definitely for you. And joining me on the couch this morning are two incredible experts. We have Laura Johnston, CEO of Phytoceutics, and also Dr. Laura Knight, a well-known dermatologist and, of course, familiar face here on Expresso. Welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here. Okay, rosacea. Doc, we've got to get into this conversation. Sometimes a bit difficult to diagnose, but maybe many people do actually have to deal with this. Yeah. So how do you even go about finding yourself in a doctor's office getting diagnosed with rosacea?
It's essentially a chronic inflammatory skin condition characterized, like you say, by redness, persistent erythema, flushing, little dilated blood vessels on the skin, a barrier impairment with skin sensitivity, and then you have an overgrowth of the Demodex mite, which is part of our normal microbiome, microflora. And then you also might even present with pustules. So it's frequently misdiagnosed as people having eczema or acne. And especially in skin of color, where we battle to see that redness, the diagnosis is often missed or made really late.
And what are some of the common causes and triggers that worsen rosacea?
So as to the cause, it's really complicated. So it's a kind of thought to be an interplay between environmental, genetic, your microbiome, and also immunological influences. So we don't really look at the cause because it's really difficult to nail down what is the one thing that's causing it. But we really like to focus on our triggers. And your triggers are essentially anything that increases your blood flow to your midface. So heat, exercise, stress, emotions, sun. And we're also starting to learn also about diet, so, you know, spicy foods, alcohol, but also this idea of general inflammation and the connection of our gut and our skin. So the idea that you have this permanent systemic inflammation that then manifests on our skin. And what can we do to control that inflammation to optimize your control of your inflammatory skin conditions?
There's one thing I'm learning about these conversations is about that inflammation and how everybody can just really work on their lifestyle and diets to reduce that. When it comes to treating or even managing rosacea, what sort of steps can one take?
Yeah, so I think the first step is to obviously realize that you've got a sensitivity and a problem. And it's important to remember that a sensitive, a red, inflamed skin is not a healthy skin. There's something at play. So you would maybe want to start just with a good skincare routine where you're looking at it, looking after your barrier, dampening down that inflammation, controlling your sensitivity. And that can really be done with good, gentle, fragrance-free washes, moisturizers, optimizing your sunscreen. You might want to use a mineral rather than a chemical sunscreen, which is a little bit less irritating. Look for specifically formulated brands that are targeting sensitive or rosacea-prone skin, much like what Bioderma is doing with Sensibio AR+, where we're looking at the biological mechanisms that trigger that redness, the inflammation. You want to look to your triggers. Is there anything that obviously you feel flares your redness, your sensitivity? Is there anything that you can optimize within that? But then, like I say, you really want a diagnosis. You want to know what is the cause of your sensitivity, because then we're going to look at really optimizing it. So that could be with topical ivermectin, that's going to look after your Demodex components of your rosacea. You might need a short course of antibiotics or even isotretinoin. And then really targeted supplementation. So can we use supplements to optimize the inflammation, things like omega and zinc? And then once you find yourself on treatment, whether it be antibiotics or your isotretinoin, supplements then again could optimize your side effects that you might be experiencing from those treatments.
Okay, well, I mean, you so nicely segued there into supplements. Laura, can you talk to me a bit more about that? I know that you like to take a holistic approach. So when it comes to solutions and supplementation, what are we looking at?
So I think it's important when you are on the pharmaceutical supplements to, complement that with nutraceuticals. So if you're on your isotretinoins, and omega-3 is incredibly important for this dryness and for this inflammation. If you're on antibiotics, you have to support your gut. So a good quality probiotic and prebiotic, Seragut, Betagut are very good. Betagut's actually, it's got butyrate in it, which is also fantastic for gut inflammation and for the barrier of your gut. And that, prevents toxins from seeping into your bloodstream, which can also add inflammatory effects to your skin. And then zinc, as Lauren mentioned, it speeds up wound healing. It's incredibly important for skin. So I think, taking an anti-inflammatory approach to skin health and then supporting that gut-skin axis is incredibly important.
I love it. I'm learning so much, especially that the gut-skin, gut-brain axis.
You've got two. So there's actually gut organ axes all around.
Yes.
So it just shows the importance of sound gut health on so many different aspects of your health.
Exactly. Oh, my goodness. Paulus. Learning so much. Okay, Doc, to leave us with one lasting thing to just remember to take home about rosacea and taking care of it in particular.
So I think my most important thing is sensitive, inflamed, irritated skin is a symptom, it's not a diagnosis. We want to know what is the cause of that. And if you're battling and it's not settling down with your general measures, get help, seek help to find out what is the cause of your sensitivity and how can we optimize and improve that.
Amazing, Doc. Thank you, Laura. Thank you as always. This has been incredible. And if you struggle with rosacea or even sensitive skin, these expert recommendations are a great place to start. And thank you to our experts on our couch, Laura, and as well as Lauren, for sharing your expert advice today. And to learn more about these supplementation solutions, go ahead and visit phytoceutics.com or speak to your dermatologist.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
Happy Easter weekend, baby. Yeah. I love this time of the year because we connect with family and we have a whole lot of fun. And we are serving up right now the sweetest Easter snack this morning, because what's Easter without the ultimate trio? Chocolate, hot cross buns, and ice cream. Can we make it a quad? And Ryle. Say hello to our Easter showstopper. These are honeycomb smash hot cross buns. And then we've got our Woolies iconic stracciatella ice cream. I mean, my mom introduced me to this when I was really young, the stracciatella flavor profile. I know it almost ended your world championship designs biting into. This is perfectly safe, my buddy. Okay, this is absolutely delicious, and now we're going to make it even more delicious.
Do you know that I found out for kids and stuff, this is actually like great for pain as well?
Exactly. That's why we use it. So if you're nursing any pain this morning, we've got you. And of course, at the heart of it, our Woolies ice cream. It's amazing, and the quality is off the charts. Full cream milk, obviously where we start. Responsibly sourced cocoa used in the chocolate-flavored ice creams as well. And our W Rewards members, if we buy any two 2-litre dairy ice creams, we can get it at 180 Rand. Perfect ahead of the long weekend. Whereas all customers will pay 200 Rand, and that's valid up until the 20th of April. And then if you add Fantasticals, we've got a festivity of note. Okay, so I'm going to start with the ice cream duty, and I'm going to recommend we do both. You can toast them, which I think will be great, or you can have them plain. And I think plain will be better for me. The buns, yeah, not the ice cream. I don't know if we can toast the ice cream. We can try. We can deep fry it. But I think you want that bun to absorb that.
Oh, you're going with like
all the unctuous juices. So we'll do one toasted, we'll do one normal, but the fun is in the mixing and the smashing. So I'm going to start.
Where's the smashing happening, bro? That's why I came here.
I don't know. My name is Myorte. We are going to smash those two gorgeous gold bunnies, my friends.
Nice.
Because we have to, because it's Easter. Okay, I didn't need such a long soak. I don't know how much we need, but I'm going to go with 2 generous scoops for now.
I think you can have too much, yeah?
Is there anything better in the world than honeycomb? Maybe stracciatella ice cream, but...
Yeah, mix it with ice cream. I think that's your answer right there.
Oh, look at that.
So proper honey, I actually would love to, bro. You don't often see it like this.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, in you go, my friend.
Oh, that's good.
And we've got different sizes. It's going to continue to break up, but you want some big chunky bits? Look at that. Dun, dun, dun. Giant, because we're not going to hold back with our Fantasticals.
I'm just picturing like the kids watching this recipe come together, and they're just going to be like, oh, and then again, oh, and it just gets better and better and better.
And if you let them do the throwing in and the smashing, you've got the best Easter that's ever happened. Okay, buddy, are you ready to cross this line?
Are you seriously chucking all this together?
And we're going to mix it up, dude. But
oh, my word.
Okay, so I'm sorry,
how
little
are we
bunny.
smashing this?
Well, first you take his little pal off.
Oh, I thought we were going to... I'm thinking like smash it in the wrapping and then just like open up the crumble.
Okay.
What about that?
Do it. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to give myself a bit of open edge.
So, I feel so bad doing this. Like, are you sure?
Just don't look him in the eyes.
Just don't make eye contact. I'm not even going to look. 3, 2, 1.
Smash.
I'm so sorry, little buddy.
Hulk smash. Oh, but now look. Okay, now I've even destroyed the wrapping, but it is very therapeutic to smash.
Yeah.
Oh, and that chocolate that's top quality. Thank you. Maybe you can just wake up your partner like this in the morning. Just sprinkle them with crushed golden bunny. That'll be so nice.
Or you can just be like, hey, babe, happy Easter. And you just like smash right in front of them.
All right, so let's mix that
this is looking incredible, okay.
Oh my
Listen, I've got a sauce on here that I actually forgot about, G, and my cream is almost at a boil. Let me not forget about this before I ruin something that's really simple. while you're smashing that together, I've got some cream on the pan here that, as you can see, almost boiled over. Try not to get to that point.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget, you're going to just take 2 beautiful marshmallows and literally dump them in there. What the cream is going to do is melt up your mallows, and then because we've got 4 of them, it's going to get creamy, it's going to get chocolatey, and it's going to get an Easter vibe like you never thought you could. And that literally is all you've got to do to make this beautiful sauce. It's that simple, G.
All right,
how's it looking on your side?
It's looking absolutely amazing. We're going to start assembling now. Do you want to grab some of these, guys? I'll give you one.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to do the toasted. And I'm going to do one plain as well because we
I don't think there's any more toasted on my side, so I'm just going to grab some plainies.
And we'll try to make as many as we can.
And literally, if you could see inside this pot, it's already melting right now. I'm going to try and lean that over just so you guys can see what's going down here. We've got the marshmallows melting in the cream right now. Keep stirring that, keep an eye on it, and you'll literally get a sauce like no other. Gee, how's it looking there, bro?
It is spectacular, dude. And obviously you need to work quickly because your ice cream is going to melt.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
And I've got fantasticals rolling around. Wow. Look at that.
Okay, what did you start with, brew the ice cream?
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
Look at that. Whoa. Tell me when that sauce is...
I think the biggest
biggest
challenge is layering this thing.
I know. If you want to emulate yourself, W Rewards members, remember you can buy any 2 dairy ice cream, 2 litres, for $180. Well, all customers pay 200 Rand, and that's not all W Rewards members. If we buy 2 fantastical candy range items like we're using here, you save 20%, while all customers save 15%. And both these offers valid up until the 20th of the month, so you don't have a huge amount of time, but you can find the T's and C's at woolies.com. How's our sauce looking,
Bro, I don't have the top of it, so I'm going to call this one a bottoms up.
Bottoms
I've got
up.
a bottom on the top here. So this is a bottoms up smashed hot cross bun.
Oh, and then are we gonna...
Look at the height I got on mine, bro.
Do we pour the sauce right at the end, I think, eh?
Dude, the sauce is actually ready. I got a little bit of unmalted mallow in here, but it's okay because I have to show off this moment. Are you ready, bro?
Okay. Oh, my word.
Are you ready?
Hold.
Boom, boom, boom.
Hold.
Woo!
Oh, that's spectacular.
Look at that.
More. I'm going to have to add more ice cream
ready?
because it's just crazy. Please do.
I've got a hot pot coming in here.
Do it.
Careful now.
Do it.
Just a little bit of that.
Oh.
Good stuff. Wow, dude.
The Engel.
This is an elevator. Come on. I think Carissa is literally standing by going, guys, no, I need to get in on this. FOMO is real, and here she is.
And I came with a spoon.
What, you did?
Wait, are you supposed to eat these with a spoon?
I don't think you can.
You just eat it. That's
Wow.
it. You just fully commit.
Hand.
Or is it more...
You fully commit
Are you
and
an
grab
apron?
it and gooi. Okay, put some. Okay, well, go for it. Do you want the upside
I've
down?
got the bottoms up. I don't know if you're going to be able to fit that one in your mouth. It's quite big, so you might want cheese.
Maybe
Bottoms
squish
definitely
it
will fit in my
and
mouth.
gooi it. And it doesn't matter if stuff goes
Your outfit.
everywhere. Wow.
What? She got the... Ooh, nice. Yeah?
Hey,
Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit on your mouth there.
that really...
Nicely done. Gee, I think we've got a winner here,
I
eh?
think we need some
I
more
say I
sauce,
never
man.
liked a soggy
let me
bottom.
whip
I
that.
like that soggy bottom.
It's been a whole
Wow.
week since the soggy bottoms have been an issue, man. So, oh, well done, dude.
That is so
that.
indulgent.
Hey?
But the hot cross bun just adds like... I don't know what flavors they use in a hot cross bun, but you know there's like warming
it's all the
spices.
heady spices.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
help
your
us debunk
nutmeg
whether
and-
we should be toasting these or not?
I think
Because we
a
couldn't
toast
decide.
is good. I think a
Okay, well,
toast
go
is
for it.
good.
Yeah, we got a toasted option over here.
Are you saying trying to give me diabetes? Okay, I'll do it. I'll risk it.
Another one.
Now, remember, we put sugar in its place so that over Easter we can enjoy ourselves and indulge. And how was that with the toasted?
And
I think I ate something inedible.
hot sauce and...
it could
What's
be,
in there?
There could be honeycomb. There could be fantasticals. Is it a giant
It's the
fantastical?
smashed egg. I mean,
The
just
smashed
wanna-
honeycomb.
Get a little bit on the trim there. Yeah, you got
Oh,
it. Nicely
man.
done.
smashed bunny.
Okay.
Wow. So
That was divine.
not just textures, but we've got temperatures here. We've got cold ice cream, warm sauce, a mushy bun as well on top of it. Guys, there's so much going on here. I don't think you're ready for this.
Oh,
Hey?
absolutely amazing. Okay. We need to put this in its place, and we need someone who is amazing at organizing stuff. Now, we've got some amazing Easter hacks when it comes to cleaning and bringing, I suppose, balance to our space.
I like
Just
the
a
sound
moment.
of that.
And then we also have round 2 of the Powerball competition.
Yeah.
It's going to be even more delicious than this. Can you imagine?
No, I can't actually imagine. Come on, look at this.
Wow.
Oh, you can make my day.
If heartburn, indigestion, or UTIs are slowing you down, well, Citrus Soda is here to bring you relief and a chance to win 5,000 Rand every week right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, and entering is easy. Simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram and answer the weekly question and include that hashtag Citrus Soda in your answer.
Yeah, and don't let the burn hold you back. Enter now, and you could be our next big winner. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, that is right. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Good Friday. Listen, Easter is literally just around the corner, and it's the perfect time to get creative with thoughtful, budget-friendly ideas that add a personal touch to the season. Now, joining us is one of our favorite girls, professional organizer and founder of Dash of Danny. Danny Cohen is in the building, who's known for transforming homes with a practical flair. And today she's bringing us some fun DIY Easter-inspired decor and gifting ideas that are both stylish but also super simple to pull off at home. So welcome back, Danny.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here and happy Good Friday.
To you too.
So many good things going on. I do want to find out what inspired you to not just go with the organizing, but also do DIY gifting.
I love, obviously organizing is my everything, but I've always been such a fan when it comes to DIY, crafting, scrapbooking. I'm the one that makes personal cards for everyone. I don't buy cards, I love it. So when it comes to any form of holiday, I'm the person that's going to be DIYing and finding cute little ways to do little decor and odds and ends. And Easter is like one of my favorite holidays because it's a fun holiday.
Yeah.
It's a time where you can be interactive with your family, you can do arts, crafts, and it's bright and fun and it's exciting.
And interactive, engaging. It also is more sentimental. I'm definitely one of those people, write me a letter and we're good. Like we're good to go. But I definitely want to get into some options that we've had here. Walk us through some of your favorite giftings.
Okay,
what are we getting into?
What I love doing is obviously it's so special to be able to give somebody a little gift on Easter, a little egg, a little. So what I love doing is.
Oh, stop it! It's so cute.
These little bunny bags, and then like I stuffed them with some eggies inside, and it's so nice to just like literally put on your place setting. On
like
the
a party
table.
favor, even.
A little party favor, exactly. So do you want me to show you how I make them?
Yes, please. I would love to see that.
Everybody can try and make them at home, and it's also easy and
Okay, so we start with our paper bag.
So we've got a paper bag, which you can get anywhere, literally. So we fold it in half, And then obviously I've made a few of these, but what you're going to do, we've got a scissors that cuts this time, is...
Not the shade, Danny.
Yeah, exactly. So what you're going to do is on the open side, you're going to make a little slit, like that, and then you're going to kind of do as if you're doing like a little bunny ear.
Oh.
Like that. Okay, thank you. And then on this open side, we're going to cut a little just to create that little like opening to tie the ribbons. So we're going to cut a little triangle out. And then we have got the layout of the bag. And then we're literally going to cut it down.
So this is one of those
middle.
trust the process.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. But
Another triangle.
Another triangle down the middle. And then we're going to, so we can open the bag, and then we're going to stuff it with like a little marshmallows, some eggs, whatever you want.
I'll do one for Lucian too.
There we go, Solution's also got one. And then we can literally take a little ribbon and tie it around and make a little bow.
Wow.
So that's just like a cute little...
And you know what? It shows
little way.
effort. It shows thoughtfulness.
It's thoughtful, and it just the kids can do it with you.
Exactly.
So, you know, and then you can literally stick little eyes, little pom-poms, and make it really fun. The kiddies can paint on it. You can make it really fun. And I love also, you can find things sourced around your home. You don't need to go and buy expensive things. All of these things were sourced around my home. You find little jars, and you can reuse
that's
them.
cute too.
Yeah, so you cut out a little bunny, stuck it on a ribbon, filled it with some eggies, chocolates, whatever, and at least you can reuse it after.
100%. You know what? I think in our homes right now, we all have those reusable jars. There was a sauce in it at some point, and you've just got them stacked away somewhere.
100%.
This is the perfect use for them.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you just about that sustainability, because sometimes people go, where am I going to use an orange glitter egg beyond Easter? So how do we make sure that this goes beyond just the Easter weekend?
Well, this is when it comes in handy, where if you've got kiddies, you can literally create like a arts and crafts box.
I love that.
And you keep this for school and school projects. You never know when you're going to need
a planet.
You never know. Exactly. It can be, I mean, the kiddies will find something to make.
Absolutely.
And then all the little odds and ends that you find around the home, you obviously can reuse. I also love as a table like accessory as well for decor. I love this trick is you get a little vase. This is my favorite. And then you've just got to make sure you can fit another vase, or you can even take a glass, pop it inside the vase, and then obviously you're going to put water inside that vase. And then what I love doing, and this is just for any is decorating inside the vase. So this is like for any, I do it over like any holiday. It's just to add something funky for your like table center. So we can literally put some marshies around.
Look at that.
Super, super cute. Thank you. Okay. And then obviously we'll have your flowers in the middle.
Come on, Danny.
And then you can literally put some little fun stuffing, what I like to put in the baskets around it, just to kind of, so it doesn't, at the end of the day, you won't really see the flowers.
Yes.
You can also stuff it
or the
with
glass
like
within, you just kind of see it.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly. You won't see the flowers with the stems within the water. So kind of just makes this little... So it's super cute, and you can put little like Easter eggs inside or speckled eggs just to make it, and I think that's such a little nice table setting.
I love that. I don't know about your family functions, but in mine they specifically say, guys, do not go home with the centerpiece. Do not take it home. This time around, okay, I was going to say, can I please take this one home?
Yes.
How cute is that?
Yeah.
I love that it's practical too.
Yes, exactly.
It is something you can enjoy.
Yeah, I love this little trick. So it's a stunning little
here for it.
And yeah.
Okay, Dash of Danny, you got to end off with a little hack for us. I mean, on our screens right now, there's a variant of what we're doing exactly.
There we go.
So are there any Easter decor hacks or even gift ideas that do double as fun activities that you can highlight as a lasting point?
So I love, this is like my favorite for Easter. I absolutely love it. And everyone is like, how do you make it? So
yes, show me.
So I'm going to pop this here to show you. So you can either use a napkin, a serviette, a tea towel, whatever's accessible to you. So obviously, because this is a tea towel, this isn't symmetrical. A napkin is usually a square, but you're going to take one corner, pop it to the next. Doesn't matter if there's this little bit of external because this is a tea towel, so it's slightly bigger. And then you're going to start rolling it like this. And you can do the same with a serviette as well, but like the thicker ones, when they're too thin, it's quite hard to
manipulate.
Then you literally turn it like this.
They're the bunny ears.
Little bunny ears, and you can take a chocolate egg or whatever you want, and you just literally pop it in the middle. And then I like to take a ribbon just to kind of keep it and hold it in place. You can tie a little ribbon around it, and then put it on your plate.
That is so
cute.
cute.
Just to add a little bit of fun.
Oh, man. And look at that. A bunny with its ears, and also, practically speaking, you're obviously going to use the tea towel or napkin.
Exactly.
Danny, thank you, and have a beautiful Easter.
Thank you to you too.
We'll keep our eyes on your socials so we can see how this all unfolds.
Thank you.
We can't wait to have her back. Well, I hope that your Easter is sorted. If you were thinking of last-minute ideas, don't worry, we've got you covered. Otherwise, give Danny a follow online and see exactly how she gets up to all of these crafty good things.
Thank you.
Oh, we love us a dash of Danny. I'm thinking I could see the resident scout in our midst going, oh, you could use a scout's toggle for those little bunny ears. That would work beautifully. Love the creativity there. Love how much we have given away on the show. And I'm saying like a year's supply of Bacomo cereal. The energy is palpable in our Bacomo Power Bowl competition. So let's keep the feel-good vibes going right now and welcome our next caller for the Bacomo Power Bowl competition. It is Tsapiso Nkatseng. Tsapiso, good morning.
Happy Easter.
Right back at you. Oh, happy Easter, my friend. Happy blessed Good Friday. I hope you have already had the most amazing morning, and it's going to be even better. So I've got to ask, though, how did you start your day? What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I had OT's bubble gum. My favorite for now.
Nice. I like it. Hey, that says to me that you're a little bit cheeky and maybe a little immature like me, and that's perfectly fine, girl. I love the fact that you have already won. So it's now just a case of choosing your prize. There are some amazing cash prizes, some incredible vouchers to be won. We have given away one prize, our year's supply of Bacomo cereal, which is heartbreaking to me, okay, because I would have loved to have seen you win that, but there are some big prizes still waiting. So you need to make the all-important choice. Are you going to go for letter B, O, or K on the top, or our left O on the bottom, or our final O on the bottom? What are you feeling here? Just dip into your good feel vibes right now and let me know where you think your prize is. K, I like that. I'm going to call in my beautiful assistant, Lucian Albertine, to flip the letter K for us. Ooh, and he is a lucky man, hey? He's got luck flowing through his veins. I lean on that every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, you won yourself a Bacomo cereals hamper!
Thank you!
Oh, well done, girl. Well, at least you know breakfast is sorted. Thank you so much for taking part. Thank you so much for being a fan. And thank you so much for spreading the love as well. It's so great to be able to connect with you in person. So, Tsapiso, congrats and enjoy a little extra Bacomo on us and have the most blessed Easter weekend.
You too, Harry. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely amazing. And of course, the Bacomo Power Bowl competition is not going anywhere. We have got one more bowl to turn today. So we want you to stay tuned to see that last spin, and who knows, we might be calling you. And when I say some amazing prizes, I'm talking about a 5,000 Rand voucher still waiting to be taken home. Uber Eats vouchers still be waiting to be taken home, and other cash prizes. It is massive. So please, I'm going to say good luck. Have your breakfast and brace yourself. One more caller to go. But now we have been treated to the most exquisite sound checks all morning. I think it's time for introductions, right?
Pew, 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 pew. Oh, yes, indeed. An introduction is deserved because royalty has arrived. We've got a South African, an international from LA coming through, giving us a voice that we have been asking for. This is Refi Sings in the building. Mzansi, I cannot be more excited about this. And I'm not even going to let her talk right now because I'm going to keep the suspense waiting just for you. So she's going to be dead silent, but in a bit you are going to be blown away. We're going to find out about her, discover her incredible voice, and then we're also going to touch on some extra special Easter moments. So a whole lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, especially Refi.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzazi, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up on S3. And many of you, public holiday, waking up out of bed, well, good morning. And happy Good Friday. It is a beautiful day indeed. We've got some beautiful people out here. We're in the kitchen, and I think Easter time is really filled with so much joy, so much cheer, so much magic, and hopefully memories and family feast, and especially those egg hunts. So we're talking about all the magic traditions, and we can hopefully dive into some of our own, because we all have those extra special memories we grew up cherishing, and today I think it's all about celebrating them. So I wanted to hear a bit about our and your Easter traditions, so hopefully we can share the love all around right now. You guys ready for this one?
Yeah, and a lot of comments have come through, so thank you so much. You can head over to our socials and keep those comments coming. What you are enjoying the most and what those family traditions that you enjoy the most. You know, we go on about the gratitude. For me, it started, my job in TV started with my mother. She was there driving me everywhere, and she's a working mom, so it would have to be done double time.
Proper
it was like
hustle,
she propped me up in the most amazing ways. But I think what I try to lean on the most is how much emphasis she put on these family traditions, those rituals, those moments. Do a lot with a little if you can, but if you make it special. And I think for her, amidst all of the Easter eggs and all the other stuff, and then she would have her favorites, but she loved the hot cross buns. So it was kind of like some of the hot cross buns had to be left just for her, which was a difficult thing. And obviously she wanted to share the love of, but the more she won me over, the more I started to love them. And then she would try different things like the cheese with, I know Bovril's been suggested, I'm sure she's tried that, undoubtedly, cheese and Bovril. But every time we do a pickled fish on hot cross buns or anything that's kind of a little bit different to what I would have, I can just see my mom getting me to do a taste test after she spent the whole night doing 20 batches to try and find the perfect one.
Oh, that's special.
The effort, and that's what I'm going to say thank you for, the amount of effort that you put into every Easter, just amazing.
Oh, that's
amazing.
beautiful, Gray.
I love that.
You already know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Pickled fish.
It is pickled fish.
Obviously.
Did you do pickled fish in yours?
Oh,
wow.
Have you ever seen pickled fish being given as a gift? Yes, in my house all the time. There's something to be said about nostalgia and taste that takes you exactly back to your childhood. And I honestly only eat pickled fish this weekend every year. And so I look forward to it. As soon as the year starts, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a rest. But as soon as Easter rolls around, I have to have that tangy deliciousness. And it takes me back to my mom literally making it from scratch. My dad frying the fish in the kitchen, my mom with the vinegar and the onions, so many onions, the yellow fingers. Like, the house would smell crazy, but we all knew it would eventually end up like this.
I love it, and a shout out to the fact that they bring it in a bakkie.
Yeah, that's for me now.
But also you can take home what you don't use at the person's house. I love that.
Exactly.
I'm really loving these stories. It's touching the heart. Mine's not as deep, but it definitely is a memory for me, because it was always, obviously the occasion was special, but it was the people we were with, and I had lots of cousins.
Cousins is what they are called.
Lots of cousins, lots of like people around, and it was like a festival. But one thing I remember, and this is a fun one, you can maybe try this at home, right? We would open up some of these like Easter eggs, and this stuff was like really everything that every kid loved.
Yes.
And we would have it on the hunts, but everyone would essentially find one of these, and if we didn't, you'd share it with like your cousins or those that didn't have. And what I would love to do was, on the one side, right, on the back side of this, I would start picking off some of the chocolate, right? Just only eat the chocolate.
Derobe it.
Yeah,
derobe it, yes.
Start chowing it. But then there was a next level, and we'd all run around, put that side that we've just taken off,
the sticky side,
put it on our tongue. And literally we would have like a bunny tongue, and we'd literally run around trying to like lick each other with our bunny tongue.
That is so
And it was like the craziest thing. If I had more time, I'd show you exactly how it done, but it ends up looking like,
you know, 3 hours after the show today, everyone's going to be hiding somewhere in our studio, and Raul's just going to be running around covered in chocolate. No, but that's very, very sweet, man. I love that. And it is. It's like, how do you eat your marshmallow buddy?
There's so many ways.
I always want to start slow, and then I shove the whole thing in my mouth. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. You start out with the candy-coated hen's eggs. Yeah, it's going to be all it's going to happen. However you like it, it is fine. We do not judge in the space. Even if you want to have pickled fish outside of Easter, we won't judge.
Is it available? I feel like they only bring it.
I actually found it. I got so excited, I thought they made a mistake, so I bought like 3 just in case.
Guys, you are aware we're talking about pickled fish.
know,
It's just
I
fish
know.
that's been pickled. You can do it yourself at home. We've got the recipe
Good.
on expressoshow.com. Oh, lovely, guys. Thank you so
Listen,
much. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
and this is memory lanes, and this is what I think these moments are about,
Yeah.
creating these memories that we can just cherish forever. And listen, yesterday we even asked our viewers to share some of their favorite Easter memories. So let's see what some of you had to say and keep this lane going.
I absolutely love that.
Yeah, Lydia Play first up says, going to church, having a braai with family to celebrate the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Lest
Nicely
we
done,
forget.
Lydia.
I love that. Another one from Unta Bentle saying, when I was having family gatherings, it was very awesome, amazing. We have family quality time to spend together since we are not staying together. We have lunch, delicious, yummy food, and I enjoyed spending time with my family. And thank you for spending time with this family too.
And you really are family, Lolita. I hope you feel that this morning during Easter. She says, my family would be in the lounge having tea and hot cross buns while watching movies. Such fun memories. I love that. I'll squeeze in one more from Ishaweri. When we were growing up, my dad could take us to see my granny who lived in Lenasia, then my cousin who was Christian, and us Hindu. She would make the most delicious pickled fish and the best baked goods. That was our best Easter ever. I love you guys for sharing with us, and I hope you are getting that today. So please, whatever you do, just make today a little sweeter. In fact, we're going to make it a whole lot sweeter, at least going to try. We've got a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away. And what you got to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages. Tell us this. Why do you think Woolies is the best place to shop this Easter? We have given you umpteen reasons, okay? Don't forget, hashtag Woolies Easter to get you qualified. That competition closes midnight, the 21st of April. We're going to get a lot of entries, so make yours good. But you can find T's and C's at expressoshow.com. All right, I'm gonna gradually waft past the prawns that I'm allergic to and cry a little tear into my pillow as I go to sleep at night. But I don't want to deny my two besties here the opportunity to cook something absolutely spectacular. So let me hand you your apron so I can at least feel like
Thank you very much.
I'm playing a part. This is going to be awesome.
Are you just like having FOMO now? You're sort of sticking
I
up with
seriously
this.
am, and I'm actually, I got my EpiPen, yeah, I'm contemplating just trying one of these things because they look so good. But what are we dressing up today?
All right, we're doing grilled prawns, and we're going to have them with some chimichurri.
Yum.
Chimichurri. We're going to
Wow.
just add a touch of elegance to the Easter table, I think. Why not? Let's take it a step up and definitely get into some deliciousness. So, Ryle, let's get into it. Let me tell you what to do.
Yeah. Can you tell me what to do? Because also this is something that I think if you are very devout in your faith and you are going through the full-on Easter traditions, you want to add more seafood and fish because that's obviously very customary. So I love the fact that we're sneaking another one in, but it's not a snook or a hake. So
That's not.
Yeah.
It is a prawn, a couple of prawns, and
Cool.
that giant king prawns.
What am
All
I
right.
doing? Yeah.
I know,
So
like a
you can
giant
put them
king
in.
prawn doesn't exactly sneak anyway, hey?
No, it
These
doesn't.
guys have showed up.
It makes itself known. Okay, big prawns in.
Big prawns are in.
Then let's go in with the flavor. We've got seasoning, salt, and pepper.
Right, that's pretty standard stuff.
Don't be afraid. And yes, we do have the shell on. It has all the flavor. Some people eat the shell, some people suck the shell, some people just cook with it and then take it from there.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think this is the great pain of being allergic to shellfish. Can I tell you when it came? So we had 300 prawns on Rawberg Beach preparing the most epic seafood braai you can imagine. But it was, I think, in between Christmas and New Year in the middle of nowhere on a camping site.
You were fine eating seafood and stuff
Up
before
until
this?
that point, it was actually cleaning the prawns. And, and that's because you've got to clean that digestive tract, which is the most important part. And if you're buying your prawns, they will have cleaned that.
Vein it and everything.
It's worse. So I think I obviously just got stuck in to the point that it got into my bloodstream, and it was the most hectic reaction because no one was around. We actually managed to find a reservist firefighter who was able to open the little firefighting office there near the campsite, get adrenaline, and but then the worst part is, oh no, I was struggling to breathe.
Were you like Will Smith on Hitch?
Yeah, oh no, full on. I was tapping my ears with my traps. It was hectic. My whole body was. But now the crazy thing is, then quickly I'm recovering. I've got swollen eyes. It's all hectic, and then I watch my friends eat 300 prawns. So now you understand my pain.
Oh, bro.
So that's why I live vicariously through you in these moments.
I feel like it's worse, and I feel like it's worse that you had the opportunity to taste it, and now it's been taken away.
Now I'm thinking, can I remember the taste of prawn, or is it just some construct in my mind?
Why don't we find out today?
Before the matrix unfolds around us. All right, what is next in our recipe? There's a lot going in there.
Yeah,
Lots
so
going
fish
in.
spice, some chili went in, and then of course we need some lubricant. So we're going to go some olive oil and then just mix up the prawns. That's
Nicely
it.
done, all
Because
right.
the thing is, prawns are a very subtle taste, and they take on whatever flavor you put on them.
Very much so.
But you also don't want to do too much, so that is perfect.
But
Usually we would marinate it, but of course we just going to go in.
I like your suggestion of keeping the shell on because that allows the flavor to really get savored. And you get those moments, and I know people have debates about this across the board on whether they appreciate this or not, whether it's good manners or not, but sucking the ends of like claws and heads and things. Some people can't stand it. Some people are like, oh, jealousy.
There are restaurants dedicated to doing that, so I think it's okay. You're allowed to go and suck the shells, okay?
Nice.
Are you nervous cooking prawns, Guy? Like, I love the notion of braaiing fish and braaiing prawns, but it makes me very nervous.
I'm actually scared of doing it on a braai. I'm very good in a pan. Very good with like controlled heat, but on a braai, I actually get a bit intimidated, especially when it comes to fish in general. I know the safety for me has always been just wrap it in foil, and then you can't go wrong. But like the prawns is something of an art. Like there's a basting to it, and there's a constant
and
heat
it's
checking
got to be
in.
quick, so you've got to do it properly
Exactly.
once or...
Yeah.
So no pressure, big guy.
No pressure. Live TV. Let's just shake and bake. This is hot, right?
It's getting there, but you can definitely put it on.
Okay, there's a little bit of a char, a little bit of a sizzle.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good.
All right, let's get into the chimichurri to be served with it. We're going to make it hot. So I've got some chili, some red chili with the seeds. We've
Don't
got some...
touch your eyes.
Thank you for the reminder.
Please.
This is Graham's favorite too, along with prawns. It's
No,
coriander.
look, I make chimichurri with steak, with a nice rare steak. Chimichurri is the bomb.
So do you use coriander in that?
No,
Parsley.
I'll use Italian parsley and a whole lot of other things like that. But I'm sure someone snuck some coriander into a chimichurri before.
I'm sure they have.
It's so weird, bro, on the coriander front. Like, I'm weirdly enough unable to do it raw anywhere, anyway. But if it's cooked into something, I find that I can actually tolerate it, and it brings out a different flavor profile.
You're a day walker, bro. That's what we call you, a day walker.
Your ancestors are turning in their grave right now.
Oh, listen to that. That's the sizzle of the prawns, just by the way. It is cooking up and looking good. I know you also look at color when you're looking at how well done a prawn needs to be. When it starts to really take on a different color, it goes a bit pink.
Almost like your shirt. Really, your
yes,
top. That's
literally.
like ideal.
This is prawn pink.
The official Pantone color.
Yeah.
All right, so the garlic has been zested inside. We've got some herbs going, and of course our chili. And then what we're going to do, we're going to throw in some balsamic, and we're going to throw in some olive oil.
Because it's got to be funky. I think for me, a chimichurri, the funky is a good way to describe it. It's got to kick. It's got to have a bit of... It's almost like, it's got to have a bit of heat, but the spiciness of it must be the heat as well. Such strong flavors that you're like, whoa.
What's going on?
I really do like it, especially if you've got like quite a fatty meat or something that's quite rich. A chimichurri can cut through that quite nicely.
Today's not so much fat, but definitely going to add to the flair, the richness of the prawn. I like that. All right, zest in some lemon zest, and that is your chimichurri done.
And doesn't it look beautiful?
Doesn't it look stunning? And we do eat with our eyes first.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's an impactful chimichurri.
And that is what you get. ExpressoShow.com is where you find the recipe. Super easy, super simple. This would be the perfect starter. Just before you get into your pickled fish, you have to enjoy some chimichurri prawns.
They're laughing at me. They're sitting there laughing at me. You guys are safe, man. You are safe. We're going to have a whole lot more after the break. Reppy Sings is going to sing. And we want to be here for that. We'll see you now. Wow, well done.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Right now, we have to get into something so good. You thought the prawns were delicious. Wait till you hear this.
Oh, yes.
Refi sings. Oh, she is a South African-born, LA-raised, and destined to disrupt the soundscape phenomenon. A powerhouse, a vocalist, a masterful storyteller, and also a genre blender who has shared stages with icons like the icon she is and is now stepping into her own spotlight. So let's have a listen before we get into this.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Refi Sings! Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
How you doing?
I'm good. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you. Good Friday. Welcome back to South Africa as well. I hope it's a good return. But more so, what kind of sound am I hearing? When you did a sound check this morning, I was like, okay, I think what this is about. She's got like an island voice. Then you did another song. Then I was like, is that opera? Then I hear this, and I'm like, is this... What is that sound? How would you actually describe this gift that you are sharing with the world right now? Your sound, your flavor, your voice. Can you put a name to it?
Probably bicontinental.
Bicontinental?
Yeah.
Wow, a child of the world.
Really am. The most consistent places in my life have been what? Backstage, on stage, and on a plane. So.
Oh, wow. Okay. It makes sense.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do wonder, I mean, just feeding off of that, so how do you formulate your voice? How do you find your sound?
I mean, if you ask me, I've been singing since I came out of the womb crying a melody.
Literally.
But when everyone else started to tell me to stop screaming and keep doing it was somewhere around 9 years old, I think.
9 years old. Wow, this absolutely makes sense because you don't just wake up and sound the way you do.
No.
And trust me, Mzansi, there's something incredible to look forward to when you hear this. But look at that. Not yet 9, but definitely I'm sure you were singing something at that age with all the
I'll
color.
put that on, though. Yeah.
You can't remember that moment, can you?
I picked that outfit.
I was going to say the outfit's
I sure did.
So you're made for the front end from a young age, already on fleek with the fashion here?
You know, when you are raised in the household that I was, to just be bold is not really a choice. It's just kind of who we are.
And talk to me about that upbringing. What was that like for you? What were the parents' influence like for you? Was it something that you couldn't hide away from? Was it something that you were forced to do?
Well, to hear my parents say it, I've had the same dream since I was 3.
Wow.
Just been different variations, except when I was 3, I thought I wanted to be Janet Jackson. Now it's, you know, it's grown into this own thing, my own being. But in our household, there was always music.
Yeah.
Always. Whether it was going with them to Lion King rehearsals when I was a toddler, or road trips from Durban to Cape Town where we're listening to Bob Marley, Seal, Sade, and Josh Groban.
Oh, good taste.
Wow.
Singing in harmony, you know, it's been a constant. It's a part of our lives.
I love this. And just for context, in case you don't know, Lebo M is, of course, her father. And you've just had such an incredible career in and of yourself, because I know that it can maybe be a little bit of pressure, but I love that you've stepped out with your own vibe, your own voice, your own aesthetic, your own thing going on. Absolutely incredible. You've also worked with other artists that are just as amazing. I mean, you have the likes of Hans Zimmer, one of my favorites, Anderson
massive
.Paak.
fan. Another massive fan. Wow.
And Andra Day, what an incredible vocalist. I mean, what was that like for you? And was it something you expected to happen in your life?
Hans or Andra? Just all
of the above. And Anderson. Tell us more.
I'd be lying if I say it wasn't something that shall I say it, in the plan that was my life that I saw, this was always gonna be what it was. Now the roadmap to there was always a little more complicated. It seemed daunting and somewhat impossible, but it was like, you know what? At some point, eventually, it will happen and I'll get there, or I'll try to. And yeah, it's better now that I've come to a point where I also just accept that there is a legacy that I'm coming from. For a very long time, I didn't even tell people who my father was.
Wow, what was that?
It was...
Pressure?
A bit of pressure, but also a deep desire to not only be seen in this one particular aspect and to be seen as myself. Yeah, I'm at a point now though where it's, you know, that all of it is part of me.
It is,
part of
exactly.
you. And I think what makes you as well is the fact that you are well-versed, not only just locally, but in terms of internationally. You've had these influences, you've worked with these incredible people, these incredible icons, much like yourself. How do you think that has sort of like amalgamated to form what you've become now, your becoming? Because obviously you've unshackled yourself from that sort of imposter syndrome, or thinking that how am I going to surmount to something?
Whoa, that voice is very much still there, but every day it's trying. You know, I'm working to get it a little quieter.
Okay, it's good to know that you're human then. Yeah. But how do you feel like that evolution has brought you to this point? Has it had a good influence, or was it always for you that I know what I want to sound like, I have this focus, I know where I'm going, the path is clear?
I think at first there was the thought of, oh, I know what I want to sound like, but then I guess really coming into myself was, this is what I sound like, and this is what I have to love and work with what I have. Because I think a problem a lot of vocalists, like myself in my early years, have is trying to sound a certain way or trying to fit a certain box, as opposed to just accepting the voice that we have and working with it and trying to not, you know, fit a square into a circle.
Right.
Can we say that for the people at the back? I love that. Yeah.
Also, the voice you've been given, my goodness, I am so excited for you to hear this Feel Good Fam, because what a talent, what a gem. And she's got a couple of performances for us that you're going to want to stick around for, because, it's going to blow your mind, I promise.
Well, I'm literally going to give her time to get settled for that performance and give you some good news. You could follow her route to become a millionaire, or you could try this one. You could become a multi-millionaire, in fact, by playing Powerball and Powerball Plus, because there is 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots up for grabs today. So please don't get left behind. Play your Powerball for an estimated 15 million rand, then Powerball Plus for an estimated 17 million rand today. Go and get your tickets as soon as they open. You can do it in store. You can go online right now, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, you can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can dial *120 *7529 hash for the USSD, and we will keep all of those details up on our Expresso social media pages so you can check them out. And then Panda Push a Play, Powerball and Powerball Plus for 32 million in estimated jackpots today, and you could win big. Well, we promised you an amazing performance. Nothing we could say could fully prepare you, just have to see it. Refi sings, the floor is yours.
Morning again, everyone. My name is Rufi Sings, and this song is called Better.
Yeah. Yeah. People tend to speak how we live and learn. I know I've been guilty of trying to spread that word. Usually I don't play, don't hide. I say what's on my mind. I try when I can, keep an open mind. I'll be on my Libra most of the time. When my scales tip and my head's thick, aggressive, not the one to mess with. But I pray, blast my blessings every day. They say it comes back in a better way to be the best. Don't regret, cause the best, they progress, yeah. I wear my heart on my chest, yeah. Of the light, I'm protected, and I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. But I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get better. Said I'm hard on myself more than anybody else, but I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get better. Hey, whoa, yeah. I said, baby, yeah. Whoa. I'm not akin to being caught up with no love rock to swim to. Had to learn to get my brief on, cause being me could never be wrong. I'm on my way back. They say success is the greatest payback, on a level that I never thought I'd be on. Yeah, I choose to be strong. I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Said I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Babe. Oh yeah. I said, babe, 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 yeah. Hey, let's go worry about a thing. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I said, oh, don't worry about a thing. No, every little thing is gonna be alright. And I'm gonna get better. I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Said I'm hard on myself more than anybody else. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. Babe, babe, yeah. Babe, babe, I said, babe, 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 oh, babe, 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 oh, babe, 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 oh, babe, 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 oh. Ooh.
Wow.
Riffy sings. It's the beautiful vulnerability that's just put out there. That was
I need a love rock,
stunning.
and I'm swimming to my love rock. I need that. I need that in my
gonna get
life.
better.
You don't understand. And now you got in the midst of that performance, turn to the two of us looking like two shelter puppies just waiting to be taken home. That was exquisite.
Thank you.
Absolutely good luck tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Break a leg on a stage with her dad, with Hans Zimmer, with the Philharmonic Orchestra from Cape Town. Just smash it. Absolutely break a leg, and thank you. That's my performance of the year. Undoubtedly, thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you very
And thank you for the
Absolutely beautiful.
reassurance too. Yes, it is going to get better. What a way to heal and get into the long weekend with that message. And we still have so many more coming your way. Riffy Sings is still here to perform yet another song. We're also going to get into a delicious recipe. We're talking about crispy calamari. It's
I
gonna be
like it. And then the cast of Sinners are quite lucky because they get to meet our Zanele in just a moment. That's going to happen after
a
this.
girl.
Amazing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, it is an amazing film, and welcome back. We are going to introduce you to the cast. It's making massive waves already, and it's not just for the plot twists.
It's so much more than that. We're talking about Sinners, and it dives headfirst into a world of power, also secrets and temptation, and the darker side of desire. And let's just say, it's definitely not one to watch with your grandma, with your oma. Don't know about it.
Now, let's talk about this one, because it's set against a backdrop of ambition and manipulation. Now, the film unpacks the hidden lives of seemingly perfect people, where everyone has something to hide and no one is truly innocent.
So all I can see are Michael B. Jordan's arms.
That's it. I know, biceps, baby.
Yeah, man, he's the boy. From complex characters to some bold performances, you know, looking at that cast, Sinners is unapologetically provocative, stylishly shot, and full of tension that will keep you guessing until the very end. Probably beyond the end.
No end to Michael B, please. Let him be there forever. Okay, our very own Zanele, I'm so jealous. She got to sit down with all of them, all right? She was out to London and had the best time to attend the official press junket, where she sat down with some of the cast to unpack the characters and the chaos and just everything in between.
How lucky. You're jealous.
So once again, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say that Michael B. Jordan this time was lucky enough to meet our Zanele. Now, she absolutely smashed this one out the park. Take a look.
April 18th, the devil's coming. The sinners arrive.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Who ain't gonna kill every last one of you?
Sinners, rated R, April 18th.
From South Africa to London, all in the name to celebrate Sinners. Everyone was sitting down with history makers, record breakers, box office name takers. I'm talking about award-winning kings. Yes, they are the ones who have the things that sings. And I'm talking about none other than the guys who have made it possible today. Everybody, it is Ryan Coogler as well as Michael B. Jordan.
I'm saying, like, man, who is she talking about? Like, what screening is she? Where was she at?
All the Sinners ladies, all the Sinners ladies,
I like
all the Sinners ladies, all the Sinners ladies.
Now put your fangs up.
That's all. Okay, we're collaborating now. I like this. I like this. And Haley, you're gonna come in with a.
That's right.
Okay,
Right there.
perfect.
Right there.
Ladies, congratulations.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
such an incredible film. I understand why 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Honestly, throughout the movie, I was sitting there like with my mouth gaping open because after every single thing that was happening, I couldn't believe it. But before I get into that, you guys are literally like the bromance we didn't know we needed. So this is why I want to know, when we talk about the moment that there was the spark of understanding that you're working with a genius when it comes to each other, what moment would it have been on any of the sets that you were on?
I'm trying to think about stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, like if I think like that, like I freeze up. I keep it to the work. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike's really good at his job, and that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Each time we linked up, you know, we trying to get something done, and he was the best person. He was the best person to help me get it done. You know.
To break it, he don't like compliments.
No, that I know.
But what he's saying is definitely true. No, wait, look.
I'm good with a compliment like
in
the right setting.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
no, for sure. But we don't focus on those things.
Like
what he's saying is right.
No, but
right?
hear me out. If you say you like my pocket square, I would like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When it comes to the work,
yeah,
it's a different thing when it comes to the work,
Okay.
right? So I got this one.
This is
I got you. So what he's saying is true.
Okay.
We don't focus on those things. We don't focus on the compliments or anything like that, and we get the work done. And you know, I'm about that. But there is also another side of me of understanding of what we are to other people and to the world and to the community as well that I do accept.
I mean, I feel like every job prepares you for the next. You learn so much as you go. Ryan's community, you know, he really builds a family. The way that Michael trusts and his director utterly, and they have this shorthand and respect, this creative freedom, and then in turn, again, Michael is such a great leader.
With this movie, I felt like I had the just world of support in my castmates and in our crew.
Wow.
And I love that, and I find it a lot easier to perform and to show up and deliver what you want to do when you have that. So that's something that I'm so grateful for with this movie and this experience.
Guys, that's so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I love it when, you know, you guys have poured into us with your art, but the fact that it pours back into you, I always tell artists that's my favorite part because you've already given so much of yourself. So thank you so much for that. I wanted to quickly ask you, just in terms of the nuances of the twins, how did you get it right that you were able to kind of, because I remember there was a moment I smiled at the screen where you made Smoke's voice a little bit lower than Stack's voice, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like even being able to do that when you were doing it, you know, at 2 different times.
Yeah. There was a, you know, Ryan hooked me up with these twin consultants.
Yeah.
Called, their names was Noah and Logan Miller, and they were identical twins. And I got a chance to like really talk with them and pick their brain and get into the psychology of what it's like to be identical twin. And I also had a dialect coach in Beth McGuire who helped me, you know, discover and work through the childhood trauma, you know what I'm saying, that they carried with them, you know, up to their adult lives, and how that manifests into their mannerisms, how they walked, how they talked, you know, how they rested their body. So yeah, it was a very intentional thing and very, very methodical.
And before I have to wrap up, firstly, I want to say, Hayley, you took the song Starving to a whole different level. You know what I mean? But also, I want to play a word association game very quickly. So I say a word, you guys tell me what comes to mind first.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Music.
Love.
Blues.
Ooh, nice. Movies.
Sinners.
Cinema.
Oh, okay. Ryan Coogler.
The
Sinners. Michael B. Jordan.
Greatest. The best.
Yes! Oh, for you, Hayley, wouldn't me?
Oh my God, there aren't enough words.
Ah, cute!
My favorite.
Oh, and for you, Hayley?
My love.
Ah, ladies, congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, like I said, for pouring just yourselves into this gorgeous project. And honestly and truly, here's to just, I think, something that's going to be so special for many, many decades to come.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure meeting you.
So lovely meeting you guys.
Thank you.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future. This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your eyes?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here. Stay. It's you? Of course it's me, open the door.
That ain't your brother.
I'm a sinner, baby. Okay, so where can we start? Let's start with Zanele and how gorgeous she looked and how amazing she was.
So proud.
I don't want her shining like that there too much because I'm worried she's not going to come back. Okay, we are so proud of you, girl. And you could see the chemistry there, just talking to old mates. So now basically Michael B. Jordan is an old mate of Zanele.
Yeah, you're going to see them hanging out for sure.
Zanele, please tell him I say hello.
And we've got I can hear literally the furniture asked, isn't he single? Isn't he single? Isn't he not single at the moment?
Recently,
maybe.
Possibly. We'll keep our eyes on that. We don't know. Or on Zanele's socials, because you never know. You never know.
Can we not say that looks like the coolest film that's ever been filmed?
And like the coolest guy right now as well, man. Talk about like the coming of a new superhero that doesn't wear a cape. I'm seeing him right now. Michael B., we've spoken about him, but he just gets better and better and better. And he's cool.
And it's what he's growing around him as well, man. You know where you're at with all of his films. Absolutely awesome, man. We love you. From layered characters to unexpected twists, Sinners is here, and it's definitely one to experience on the big screen. I'm going to say take your granny with.
Take your Oma.
It's got Michael B. in. Come on, Sinners is officially in cinemas across South Africa from today. So head to your nearest this weekend, get the popcorn and enjoy.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great long weekend too.
So much to still look forward to on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We've got entertainment coming at you. We've got recipes in the form of fried calamari. And then we've got our Power Bowl game. Yes, the last round, the final round, the third one coming at you. And there's still a lot.
I think there's still $5,000 somewhere under one of those.
I can see it.
There.
Good luck.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Friday has never felt this good, especially seeing that it's Good Friday. So welcome to all of you that are waking up late. It's a public holiday. We'll give you off. But for now, this is the last chance for us to take a spin, and that big spin of the day, because this is the Bakomo Powerball game. Now, we have one mystery prize to go. So it's time to find out what our final caller is taking home and who exactly she is. So let's say good morning to Stacey Grobler. Are you there?
Good morning.
Stacey, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. I'm excited. Listen, it's a Good Friday. I'm hoping you can make this a real good one. And I just want to remind you that obviously there have been 2 letters that have been chosen already. You've got 4 letters left. We've got a B, an O at the top, an O at the bottom left, and an O at the bottom right. And a reminder that you get to choose one of these letters, which could reveal an absolutely incredible prize. So, Stacey, you ready for this one? You got your lucky feels on. What letter is it gonna be?
It's gonna be B.
B, all right, so there's obviously only one B. So I'm gonna call in the ever so illustrious Lucian Albertine to come through and reveal what it is. Oh, the suspense. Dum, dum, dum. Stacey, you have won yourself a 5,000 Rand voucher! Wow, come on! Absolutely incredible stuff. I think we've got to thank Lucian for adding a little spice of luck there. But Stacey, this is a huge one. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Oh, God is good.
Hey, absolutely. What a perfect time to win this. Yeah, long weekend. What are you going to do with the money?
I got some birthdays coming up, so I'm going to spoil my sister, my friend, and my granny.
That sounds amazing. You're spending it on your family. There couldn't be a more perfect winner then, because this one is definitely going to be serving a good cause. Maybe sneak some of this in for the weekend as well, seeing that it is Easter weekend.
Sorry?
I say you might be able to sneak some of this cash into the weekend and spend something on the weekend as well?
Yes, definitely.
Nice. I've got to ask one last question. What did you have for breakfast this morning? Because clearly it was a good choice.
Bakomo, a cornflake.
Nicely done. I've had this debate on how best to serve it. Do you have yours with cold milk or warm milk?
Cold milk.
Ah, okay, all right. There's a lot of people out there saying, yes, that's the way. Look, it doesn't matter. Everyone has their special way. But right now, this is not just your special way, but your special day, Stacey. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How incredible is that, Mzansi? And it is that easy. Everything from exciting wins to even sweeter mornings. The Bacomo Powerball game is what keeps surprises coming. And listen, if you want to be a part of this action, you want to capitalize on these incredible prizes, and you want to play, don't worry. Here's how you get involved.
Start your day with Bacomo and start winning. Enter the Bacomo Powerball competition and stand a chance to win your share of 3 million rand in cash and prizes. Buy any participating Bacomo cereal, upload your till slip to Bacomo's WhatsApp line at 074 666 0900, and you could be selected to play live on the Bacomo Powerball game show, where even bigger prizes await. Competition closes 4 May 2025. Entry details and T's and C's at bacomo.co.za.
Looking to elevate your Easter spread with something incredibly, irresistibly crispy and crowd-pleasing? Look no further. This crispy fried calamari is the perfect addition to your Easter seafood platter, and we've done a deep dive in the seafood space, and it's been amazing. These are light, golden, tender, and just the right crunch. These calamari rings, quick to make, even the quicker to make, yes, and I think they're going to disappear even quicker. And whether you are serving them as a starter or mixing them into a seafood medley, we are going to bring the festive flair and some delicious texture that everyone will love, hopefully, because I've never cooked calamari. I'm terrified. That's why I asked my aggressive kitchen cohort.
You heard me already before I even entered.
You were throwing those chopsticks around. Have you cooked calamari before, my friend?
I have eaten a lot of calamari. I have
Qualified.
Calamari
Done.
is very tricky.
Okay, it is. I worry about it becoming tough. So
Yes.
these we're going to cook for 2 to 3 minutes, but here's the hack. And
Okay.
Tiff reinforced this for me this morning. If you soak your calamari, we're not using the rings, we're using strips here, but whatever it is, if you soak it in milk or buttermilk, it's going to break down the enzymes, very much like yogurt does for chicken in a curry or something like that. But the kicker is you've got to really towel it down. You don't want wet calamari because we are coating it.
Yes.
We're going to be using flour, and we want that coating to stick. We don't want steam underneath kind of expanding and blowing our cover.
We want it to be crispy, but also super soft on the inside.
Yeah, and that's it. So
You
2
do
to 3
that
minutes,
part.
and it might take a little trial or error if you're doing it for the first time. So I'll do the trial, you'll do the error, and we'll be fine.
You dust that calamari, Graham. Okay, so we've got some flour, and this is for the dredge. It's actually the same one we used yesterday for our white fish. So we're going to go in with fish spice, any fish spice.
I'm glad you're using the fish spice because it's
Yeah.
often underrated, and a lot of
So
chefs here will
good.
use fish spice in other dishes
It
because
is
of that flavor profile. It's
good.
great, yeah.
Garlic powder and paprikas. And then, of course, seasoning, some salt and pepper. And you also did this yesterday. Okay, so was it spoon first or whisk first?
Spoon first. Spoon first, or fork or anything.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it will kind of cling to that
The whisk, hey?
But you can bash it out. You're aggressive enough to clean
I
the
am,
whisk. I think
actually.
you could. I just worry about the whisk after the fact. But this really did aerate our crisp. It
was
gave it another level. It was,
delicious.
yeah, it was like, for me, every now and then you'll nail something restaurant quality, courtesy of the fact that we work with restaurant quality chefs. Okay, it's never us, but you
And
get
feel
it
so
right, and you're
proud.
like, wow,
I did-
okay, I can do it. Yeah.
Yes.
And this is one of those areas, seafood, I think we do need a bit more confidence.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that's my wish for you this Good Friday is that you'd go embrace your seafood menu with confidence and try something different. It's an opportunity to try a different flavor profile.
Definitely. I mean, pickled fish is tough in and of itself, but I feel like we could always add other things to the menu. I'm going to try something with prawns.
Okay.
But I feel like this could definitely make the
You gave me like you were asking for my permission or something
Can
to
I,
try
Greg?
something with prawns.
Am I allowed
I live
to?
vicariously through you. Don't let my handicap, hold you back in life. Trust me, that's a first world problem, being allergic to shellfish, and there thankfully are a lot of other amazing seafood treats that I can indulge, this being one of them. Batter looks amazing.
All right.
I like what you are doing there with a chopstick. Can I have a chopstick?
You have a
Where do
chopstick.
you even find chopsticks
You were
in
right,
this
it's
place?
in this one.
Sorry, I'm going to
Right.
bash you around.
You already did. Okay, so we're going to
With
go
that.
in with the calamari.
I really want to try this now with the chopsticks. Okay, this is officially, it says on the recipe
You've got to.
that you've got to do it.
It's a production line.
You've got to do your dredge with chopsticks. I don't know why I'm doing like a side shuffle here. Dun,
And
dun,
a shake.
dun.
No, you know what? Wood doesn't burn, right, in the oil.
Hopefully not. I'm not going to speak with any great authority. I don't know, but I would assume it's going to be okay. It does actually feel like the perfect implement for this, actually.
Right?
And then watch closely. Obviously, working with the hot oil, just be careful, please. Don't throw them in. Don't plop them in. Just gently let them in and let them kind of fall away from you, especially if you're doing something larger like a fried fish.
Yeah.
Don't let that oil splash. It's the burn that keeps on giving. It really is a horrible burn to have. And especially if you've got little ones anywhere around.
Maybe don't let them do this part.
Yeah, no, well, any of this, really.
Am I a little...
No, this is for me. My kids, they must not even touch my calamari. Don't even look at my calamari, little one.
You know what? When I
no,
go
they
to
can have
the
my
fisheries,
calamari.
my order is calamari and chips. I say, keep your fish. I don't even want to.
Keep your fish. Is it Easter? No, it's not Easter. Keep your
Keep
fish.
your fish. And then this is
All right.
about 2 to 3 minutes, and it will go for it.
I think that's looking good. I would imagine...
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's looking really good. You can let the batter kind of guide you. 2 to 3 minutes kind of feels like it's going to pass quicker than you think. So I think watch it. My danger with doing stuff like this is I get too embroiled in this part of the process.
Right, we get distracted.
Oh, they're thinking of merging.
They are definitely merging.
That looks amazing. And then
2
we've got...
becomes 1 or 3.
We've got a little bit of paper towel. Paper towel is your friend when you're frying, eh?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that looks absolutely amazing. We'll continue frying as we go when we've got some more real estate there. Really simple. I really hope you're going to experiment, get creative with your seafood. Obviously, today is the opportunity to do just that. Carissa, you've earned the right to
I can
taste
do
some
it. Okay, you
calamari.
take over
Seeing as
here.
that is your vibe.
It is. Ooh, so many options to choose from.
Ooh,
Okay.
yummy.
I'm going to dip it
You're
into
coming
this
off.
sauce over here.
Okay, and talk me through what you're tasting there.
First of all, made perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Oh, a little hybrid here. Where are you guys? You guys...
It tastes like a very elevated calamari.
Oh, really?
Not too oily, light and crispy, with the beautiful tartar sauce. It is just, I'm allowed to double dip. It is just the way to go.
You are allowed to double dip because I'm going to out you, okay?
What are you outing me on?
What was wrong with this little guy that he didn't deserve a dredge, okay? He's
How
now
do you know
got to
that was
sit in
me
a
and
bowl
not
with all the
you?
other calamaris with no dredge. He
want
looks
to
lovely.
very-
No, these look exquisite. I know some of them maybe a little rustic, but it is our first time. But that looks absolutely amazing. Raul, I think you would be proud, my friend. What's coming up?
I'm proud except for the one that you left out, guys. How could you? How dare you leave no one behind? And Mzansi, we're not going to leave you behind when it comes to your Feel Good Breakfast show because all this magic is going to continue. We've got Refi Sings who's going to be singing you away into the long weekend. And wow, you've heard that voice and we get to hear it just elevate even more. And on top of that, I got to go on an absolutely incredible adventure. I got to meet some friends and we took out some of the new toys from DJI. And oh, fun was had like no other. So you got a lot to look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show while I go tuck into that good stuff. See you soon.
What's wrong?
All right, where's mine, guys?
Come here.
back, you beauties. Savouring every second we get to spend with you on this beautiful Good Friday. We put it to you guys this morning. How are you spending your Easter weekend? It's a long weekend. What are you getting up to?
Oh, my goodness. We said let us know your voice notes and also hit us up on our Facebook page and send it through. And Shireen got in touch with this one.
Yeah, Shireen says, good morning, my Expresso family. Happy Good Friday. Firstly, congratulations to Ryle and Mal. Oh, thank you so much on the engagement. And yeah, may God bless you and bless them in every aspect of their lives. They'll be relaxing at home. Wish my family is working at I think it's an ECD, which is as a teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. And then there's baby classes, which is very rewarding, but also makes you want to take a break. I will miss my babes over the long weekend. Have a super day and weekend. Lots of love. Shireen.
Man, well, I'm sure the little ones aren't even thinking about you as they eat chocolate. No, I'm sure they are missing you just as much. Very sweet. Let's hear from Emmanuel. Good morning. Looking forward to a relaxing Easter weekend.
Nice, Emmanuel.
That seems like a proclamation.
Yes.
It's the time for it.
Of intent.
Yeah,
Boom.
and you deserve it, Emmanuel.
Do not
Lena
disturb.
White, good morning, Expresso Morning Show. Off to work to cook for the patients.
Wow.
A work of service. I love that.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful.
And then obviously our regular family member, Mark Gavin, says, my wife asked me what my plans are for Easter, and the same as Jesus, disappear on Friday, show up on Monday, and good morning, and have a great fast.
If it was anyone else, Mark, we might not have let you get away with that. We're going to just do
well played.
Just one of those.
That was great.
that was brilliant. You
Well,
made
it's
my
a
day.
long weekend, and speaking about weekend plans, if you do want to get into anything adventure-related, listen, we've got the right person because Raul is on speed dial. What's in it? 0?
I got you. 0.
I think if you just type in adventure.
He comes up. And definitely call the Clifton Forth. He's home, armed with a kayak, a DJI Action 5 Pro, and also a familiar face joining him. Forced, actually. We hit the shoreline.
She does sports. So from sun-soaked moments to ocean-sprayed memories, this is how this incredible duo captured their adventure. Raw, real, I would imagine, and ridiculously funny and beautiful. But let's hit play and you can see how they handled the wave.
Let's go.
Hey, what's happening? We have just touched down at DJI's latest event, and they're about to put on a Cape Town adventure to prove a point. And that's to showcase just how easy it is to capture incredible memories with the right gear. So we're going to do just that. Head on an adventure, go explore, and find out how easy it is to turn adventures into lifelong memories. You know that saying, boys and their toys? I'm feeling like one of them right now. So excited to find out about DJI and all the incredible gear that's available. But more so, what's happening with today's event? What can we expect and why put this together in the first place?
So we have media, we have content creators, we have some of our retail partners here as well. A really nice mix of people from different spaces. And really, it's very simple. The brief was just to get DJI products in everybody's hands and let them play around and create without limits.
If you could picture an ideal world and one that makes you happy, what would it be in terms of people using a product?
Well, exactly like so. I'd like to have every single interview with one of our DJI mics, and probably after the fact, you and I could probably go off to Clifton 4 and go kayaking, use one of our action cameras, and hopefully, if we can, provided that it's safe and legal to do so, fly one of our drones and capture those moments as well.
Well, that sounds like a perfect day to me. I feel like a kid in a candy store. What exactly are we working with today?
So today you'll have the opportunity to try the DJI Action 5 Pro.
Nice.
The unit I'm holding in my hand here is the unit that you guys will use today on your adventures and experience in full the interactiveness of DJI products in having fun and capturing that moment in video as well as a photograph. So this product's essentially point and shoot. It will do everything for you.
I'm a nature boy and I like to go wild, adventurous. So when it comes to the external environment, how does this thing fare?
This product loves wild. The more wild you throw at it, the better it performs. It loves water, it loves dust, it doesn't stop functioning under any circumstances. This is your go-to to capture video. It's 20-meter waterproof, so you don't have to worry. You can drop it in the ocean and hopefully find it.
Well, you can clearly tell how excited I am. We just found out about the gear, just been given the gear to shoot as well. And that means, officially, it's time for our first adventure. What it is, though, I don't know. So let's find out. Let's go! So, quick update. We're definitely on the beach. That should be a clue as to what we're about to do. For me, it just means I'm in my zone, I'm in my element. We're home. It's official. Our adventure is kayaking. Now, I'm clearly at home for this one. So excited, but more so because I get to bring you along for the ride. And we're taking out the latest DJI action camera. It's the Action 5 Pro. So let's find out exactly what this thing can do. Yes! Things are even getting better because we get to have a partner on the kayak. And look who my partner is! Carissa!
Come on, from the studios to the water. Nature boy, are you ready to be challenged today?
Listen, this is my world. This is something I can't wait to do, and especially that I get to do it with you.
Oh my goodness, tell me you're gonna just take control and I can relax.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah?
This is our time off, so let's have fun. I got you.
Yes.
This is like our magic carpet, so enjoy the ride.
Thank you, Aladdin. Let's
get some
go.
content though, right?
Yeah, I'll go.
Let's go kayak, baby.
Woo!
Woo! Hey, bon voyage!
Let's go, baby. See, this is how we start. I'm just
I can show you the world. For me as a nature boy, someone that loves adventure, come on, being out on the ocean is a dream. But then also being able to capture it with some of the latest DJI gear. It just feels like paradise. The camera is so easy to use, and especially for someone like me that's a little bit of a tech nerd on the inside. No one knows about this too much. I love how easy it is to literally push a button, be able to change all my settings. I can go from 1080p, 2.7K, all the way up to 4K. So that means I get to crop into those images afterwards and reframe it if I want to go portrait, landscape. I've got options. Now, when I literally took it into the water, it was almost easier. I could go upside down and the entire frame reorientate, so I could capture some images under the water, on top of the water, and literally everywhere I was pointing and shooting, it seemed like the camera adjusted and created such a perfect shot.
Just relax. Oh, that wasn't as comfortable as I thought.
It's a tough life. Tough life. Listen, if you haven't done this already, get it on your bucket list. Being out there on the ocean, it's calm, it's crystal clear. What an experience. This is a tough one. Favorite DJI product?
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna be a bit biased because we used it today, but it has to be the Action Cam.
Yeah.
I think it's just compact. The fact that it is waterproof is so great. It's lightweight. I can take it anywhere with me. It can shoot portraits, and it's just gonna make, content creation so much better for me.
Well, I'm looking forward to the incredible content that you've captured here today and what's gonna happen in the future as well.
Yeah, high five. Nature boy, nature girly.
It's official.
Being a first-time user of any DJI product, it was actually really, really easy to use. It's super accessible. I mean, it was just one click and there we go. The settings were very easy as well. I didn't find it hard at all. So for me, I can take it with me wherever I go, whether it be on holiday somewhere, whether it be skydiving, paragliding. It's literally the best product for someone like me.
I actually had so much fun. We went ziplining. I had to kind of figure out how to first adjust the zipline and the camera, but like after that, it's so easy because you just press the record button. You don't have to check settings or anything. So it's easy on and easy off. As soon as you stop the record, it's like puts the camera off.
So I've got an older drone, and so I still need my controller to kind of tell the drone what to do, right? But when we came in and they showed us this little small drone that can probably fit in your pocket, and he just launched it off his hand, and it's like, no, it's working with AI, and the way they're implementing that, I think it's fantastic for creators to just launch the camera, forget about it, and just make content. We did ziplining today. It can easily fit in your bag, and you can launch it, and it will follow you on the zipline right down, you know? So it's like the drone is thinking for itself. It knows what it needs to do, and you just make content, man.
Christian, probably the most important question of them all, how do we get our hands on DJI devices?
So DJI devices are available at most retail outlets in South Africa. I recommend you go in and speak to the sales consultants in the stores. They'll advise you of what product you may need for the use you want to use it for, and they'll gladly recommend the correct product for your needs.
Now listen, it's going to be so hard for me to wipe this smile off my face because I'm still frothing from the incredible adventures we had and the fact that it was so easy to capture all of it. Now, I can't say anything other than for you to go out there, go grab your DJI gear and go create without limits.
It's crazy.
Come
I'm
on
still
now.
wet, guys.
Can we have a slow motion of that?
It's insane.
A slow motion of that landing on the beach there was just so dramatic. No, I would have found a way to fall out of that thing, I guarantee you. That was well done to you for doing that. That's so crisp. You know, I realize how bad my eyes are when I look at the vision like that, and I'm like, wow, even my eyes can see that, you
I
know?
didn't see it that good in real life, man.
Exactly. My eyes aren't 4K, bro. 3K or
I'm
2K.
more grateful that Nature Boy found a nature girl out there to have fun
Well
with. And we got to
done.
do something incredible. We captured some cool moments,
Yo,
right?
it was so much fun,
Very
honestly.
cool.
And I love that it's just made adventuring so much easier to really capture and enjoy. It's not about big equipment. And it's lightweight. We're out there, can focus on the water, but it's just this little thing you flick out.
And what's interesting, you were joking about all of our cameramen. We're surrounded by amazing guys, the best in the business, and how these guys were more interested in what was going on there than these two. Chatting to the folks about products, about what's happening in South Africa. I think we are blessed to have the kind of technical framework and resources that we have here, man.
You talk about boys and their toys. In South Africa, we are using this gear like you cannot imagine, taking it to so many incredible spaces.
TV land.
Literally, and incredible places. So what a cool partner to work with. And also, if you are someone that's maybe inspired to get your content creation on, point and shoot. It's that easy. You don't have to do anything else. Just live.
Throw it in the air and shoot. Yeah.
It's that simple.
We'll see you now. Reppy sings again after.
Yes!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
As quickly as possible, you could be a millionaire, but you've got to play Powerball. You've got to play Powerball plus 32 million rand is up for grabs. You can understand my excitement. It is a massive Friday jackpot, so don't get left behind. If you play your Powerball, there is an estimated 15 million rand up for grabs. And then we'll throw a little added bonus Powerball plus for 17 million rand today.
I like
Come
that.
on.
I liked it when you were rapping, though. I was down with that. Come on,
It was a bit
now.
of an Eminem flow,
I
eh?
felt it. I heard it. Well, now you can buy your tickets in store. You can head over to the website nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, cell phone banking, or just dial *120 *7529 hash, and that's for USSD.
Yeah, we make it even easier for you. We put all these details on our Expresso social media pages so you can go check it out right now. And that will allow you to ponder, push up, play the Powerball and Powerball Plus for 32 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. And that means you could be definitely winning big, and it could be a good Friday like no other.
Oh, I like that.
Man, so we have been blessed.
We have been blessed. Tonight is going to be such an incredible night in the Mother City. We had Lebo M in studio not too long ago, and he announced that he's doing a one-night concert in Cape Town. It all goes down at Grand West tonight, so let's have a look to what you can expect.
Legendary musician Lebo M, renowned for his work on the Lion King soundtrack, brings his first ever live show to African soil. Joined by global icons Hans Zimmer, Mikasa, the Drakensberg Boys Choir, and more. For one night only on Friday, the 18th of April at the Grand Arena, Grand West, Cape Town. Get your tickets now at ticketmaster.co.za. Visit lebomlive.com for more info.
Oh, if you are lucky enough to be heading to that concert tonight, you are blessed. Enjoy it, soak up every moment, and we're going to give you a sneak peek right now because one of the performers on that stage tonight is right here with us now.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hi, me again. This is Reefy Sings. I'll be performing a record of mine called Maybe I'll Do, featuring T Nava of the Free Nationals.
Chilling with my girls
to the bar in Cape Town. Wasn't trying to leave the house, but I needed to shake my state of mind. You've been on my brain like all the time. Thinking of your kiss, your lips sublime. The way you say my name, one cause I'm blind. Do you really deserve my attention? You're something like a bittersweet symphony. Play me like a string on your finger. Telling me later I'ma ring ya. I'm not asking for a ring, but I wanna know what's your decision. Can I even call you baby? If I can't, then baby, maybe I'll just do my thing. Said maybe I'll do, 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 maybe I'll just do my thing. Maybe but now I'm chilling with my girls at the bar at the Hilton. And I'm feeling kinda hacked and I'm tripping. Warning them about your type of dude. Telling them the type of stuff you do. Never knew a dude could be so rude. Then like, why'd you lead me on to you? Cause I told you from the jump that I never wanted this, but you're touching me, my knees go, oh, fire begins to grow. Yes, even though I mean no, felt all my logic go. But even so, can I even call you baby? If I can't, then baby, maybe I'll just do my thing. Maybe I'll, oh yeah. Maybe I'll do, 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 oh, maybe I'll just do my thing. Maybe so maybe I'll just do my thing tonight. But we misunderstood, babe. So I think tonight I might, babe, do my thing. Maybe I'll do my thing. So good. What we were supposed to do, hey. So I think tonight, yeah, oh, so good. I bet we did, babe. So I think tonight. Maybe I'll just do my thing tonight.
Break a leg tonight, you incredible human being. You have a blessed and wonderful Easter. We love you. Don't forget it. Mwah.
Nada.